Son, Sid
live,
introduced me to this shit.
I'm making this
we
live.
live?
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, Sid introduced me to like the weapons and everything. So when I first seen that shit, I was like, whoa, I got the Halo sword. That was when I copped the Wolverine claw. I seen the Michonne sword. All that shit is gone. So
got like some Ishigo swords and shit.
bro, he got mad. Yo, I think now it's called WinterCon. It's at this resort. Son City, that's by like my area. They do like a WinterCon now, and they sell weapons. They sell all the weapons there. But I don't want to have to go all the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, let me go to Comic-Con see what I could get. But yo, that shit pissed me off. Dude took the Buster Blade out of like the plastic wrap, tape, and cardboard, and was like trying to fake poke people. Dog, that shit is sharp. What are you doing? And said, nah.
Like the Wolverine claws, I greatly underestimated how sharp they were.
Them shits was lit. Them shits was nice.
We live, baby. It's been like a month.
It has?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't even know about my train. My train is back.
Man, they don't see. They gonna hear it.
No. We played Sonic like 2 weeks ago.
Nah, bro. 2 weeks ago, Ricky transitioned.
Oh yeah, I transitioned 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Last week I was in Vegas. The first week, you was out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, anybody, somebody sent me a message like, yo, tell me it's not over. I'm like, what did you talking about, bro?
Tell you it's not what?
Tell me it's not over. I'm like, bro, we here, man. Don't worry about nothing, bro. We here.
Oh, shit.
We just all had shit going on. We couldn't all get together, so we here today, though, bro. What's good, chat? What's up, Jameer? Thank you, bro. It's not much. Hey, it's enough. Thank you.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, man.
And 2K's coming out. So anybody that's been waiting on me to do 2K.
You getting the LeBron James edition?
Nope.
You not gonna buy it?
Nope.
You heard? Wait. Hold on. So the $60 edition doesn't come with anything. Are you gonna buy VC?
Nope.
So you're gonna grind out through and through?
Nope. I can't tell everybody what I'm doing. They'll see you on probably. It comes out Tuesday. So I'm gonna probably have a video recorded. It might take me a little bit to edit it. But I'm thinking about Wednesday or Thursday, they're going to see what I'm talking about when I say I ain't buying no VC. All right, look. I might buy VC, but it's going to be for something that it's going to be a little bit different. I can't release any information.
I'll just tell you what, to get to overall 85, you need 194,000 VC.
And how much is 194,000 VC? $50?
It might be like 50 bones.
And that's for 85?
That's to get to overall 85, but you got to be smart too, because almost everything now is purchasable. Like, you can purchase bikes, scooters, you can purchase clothes. Like, every single thing now is gonna involve VC. So, like, I mean, I don't care about none of that. I'd rather get my overall up, right? So
that's how it's a duality. Like, that's how they get you. They're like, okay, do you want to level up or do you want to get this cool stuff? And you like, damn, I don't know. I hope.
Like, damn, I'm probably not getting it, so it don't matter.
I hope. Because I'm about to. I'm completely bypassing VC.
Like, the funny thing is, like, back, not that long ago, but like a few years ago, niggas used to like spend that VC on like upgrading their character. And I still remember to this day, I made that video for Chase and I showed him like, yo,
it was $10. Yeah, you spent $10 and got your dude to what? 80? Was it 80?
89.
80 for 10, and I ain't believing.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you just gotta know what to put up to make your overall.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's how easy it was to level up for $10. Yeah, and now look,
niggas are spending 50 plus just to get to 99.
$10 now.
Y'all know me, like I never made my character max because there's no point to like
$10 to get you Tims, and you have 1,000 VC left last year. It gets you boots. Shit is crazy. Pro videos.
Niggas is spending that type of money on Fortnite, so it don't really surprise me if they're gonna spend it on you.
Hey, Fortnite making a killing, boy. The $25 skins, boy, with the glider, the pickaxe, and the outfit, boy. You about to drop like 25, and they don't even realize it.
I haven't been playing it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I ain't played Fortnite in like 6 weeks.
I ain't either.
I mean, we talked about it the last time we played it. I think it peaked, at least for me. Like, I'm not saying I'm never gonna play it again because the game is fun, but like we in the gaming season now. Like, I use Fortnite as kind of like a filler, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like playing Call of Duty. Battlefield wasn't doing it for me. Monster Hunter was over, so it's like, what do I play? So I started playing Fortnite.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. Monster Hunter might have been the quickest come and go.
You think so?
for a lot of games. Yeah, bro. Like, because we was on that whole heavy for the first, like, maybe Division 1. I don't know. Maybe Division 1. But Monster Hunter was.
They both had the same problem.
Yeah, Monster Hunter came out with shit early, but it just by that time it was just like, I just wasn't used to that style type of game. So like, of course, like I enjoyed it for what it was, but I mean, it was cute being Ryu and shit like that. But it's like, all right, bro.
The shit, like, so what? It's September. The game came out in January. Out of nowhere for me, that was my first Monster Hunter. And with all that, I think they've only added 5, maybe 6 monsters in 8 to 9 months. That's not.
I just wish. I wish they would have done more with weapons.
Weapons
instead of like just a new. Like they did armor sets, but like I wanted to. It's impossible, but I wanted a new experience almost every time I played it. Like I wanted a reason to grind.
It was fun because every fight felt like a boss fight once you got to the end game. That's what made it fun. But
what up, brother?
I'm gonna read all y'all donations in just a second, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I know it's been a while, so you know I'm expecting people to be a little late. But yeah, man, it was a content issue, bro. If you got an online multiplayer game, you have to have your end game content rolled out correctly. Game that I've been playing for 3 years straight.
Make Ricky a mod on here.
Who's that? Ricky? Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. Like even MLB, they messed up with their in-game content. They rolled their in-game content out before the All-Star break. You never do that because it's going to kill your game. I don't care what game it is. You never roll your in-game content out, 2 months after release if you expect people to play it for the whole year. It's a bad idea.
You said MLB?
Yeah.
They did it. They got a bigger problem though.
Their problem this year was mainly they had a lot of problems. Basically, I'm gonna say, with the exception of the catchers playing better and the tagging, everything that is in that game I felt was done better in one of the other versions of the game. I think hitting was done better in 16. I think pitching was done better in 16. I think fielding was done better last year. And last year it wasn't the greatest, but it was better. And then with content, I felt they did that better last year. This year they put out the best cards by a long shot. They put those out 3 months after the game came out. So what that does is everything that comes out after that is virtually worthless because why am I going to sit up here and waste time trying to go for this card in ranked seasons when I can just get immortals, and I can do that against the computer. That's the other problem. The best cards in the game you can get by never playing online. So that's part of the problem. So games got to do better just period with in-game content. Anytime you see that, I think the game loses a lot of steam. We already talked about the Division. I'm hoping the Division 2 they figure that shit out, bro. For sure. What's up, Hilarious Jay? What's up, Jenny?
When does Division 2 come out? Next year, right?
Next year. But see, that's coming out after Anthem. And I think Anthem's going to probably have our attention for a few weeks or maybe a few months.
I'll be honest with you. Both Anthem and Division, if they don't come out the same time, then you're going to be fine because Ubisoft don't roll out content that fast. And as far as Anthem goes, Anthem is probably has all the content day one. EA is not fucking around with that shit right now.
They can't. I'm sure after Battlefront, they're disappointed in the way the game did with the public. We gotta read these donations, y'all. We're gonna get the podcast started in just a second. We kind of just hanging out for a little bit, waiting for everybody to get here.
Yo, thank you, Patrick. My birthday was last week. Appreciate you, bro.
True.
Jameer, thank you, bro. Carnage Weightlifting. We was in the Golden Nugget over on Fremont, over in that area. I was there for about a week. Thank you, Tyrus. Rip to the PS2. Hey, PS2 never died, bro. That shit legendary.
What did they do with the PS2? They ended the online or something like that, or
online?
I don't know. I heard something on the news on Twitter.
They've been stopped making games for PS2, and they've been stopped making it. I don't know why you said that. Tyrus, fill us in. What you talking about, bro?
No, there was something on Twitter. Like they said, Sony finally ended something on the PS2. I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay. Cool, Jax. Thank you, bro. Time to bring the game of L's back. You know what? It might be just about that time, but you know what? I don't know if we're gonna do it. Spider-Man comes on Friday. I do not think we need to be fooling around until what's today? The 5th.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. We're locked in. There's so much shit coming out. We're locked in.
Yeah, the 18th is the earliest. Gio, hey Gio, I ain't checked the montage. I'm gonna check it out, bro. Appreciate it.
Matter of fact, I'm trying to think right now. We got Spider-Man, and you can say with the exception with Tomb Raider, which is the following week. I'm kind of. Did you hear about what happened with Assassin's Creed? I don't know if you put that down in the article.
No, I didn't hear nothing. They emailed me.
The next Assassin's Creed that's coming out, there's not gonna be another one for like another year or so because they're just gonna do content for the whole year.
Good, thank you, Ubisoft. That's the way they do it. I think that's the best way to do it. It ain't like they, like you play games from studios and you like, this is alright, but they just don't really have it. Ubisoft always has it, but sometimes the execution doesn't make it. It doesn't. They don't put out their best product sometimes, and I think it usually comes down to like a time window. You know what I mean? Them trying to fit a lot of shit because they put out a lot of games. Thank you, Shady Gamer, bro. Appreciate that. And then we got another one. Thank you. So the Sonic Racing live stream, we are going to do another one of those on my other channel.
We need to find a co-op horror or something. Like I wish there was like another Left 4 Dead type game. Matter of fact, when does Get the Fuck Out come out? If you don't know what that game is, that's the one that I think the guys who made Payday, they're doing. Oh, like a horror
yeah.
We need something like that on the group.
So a lot of the streams might end up on channel 2. I'm not sure.
Make sure y'all go subscribe.
I mean, they gotta subscribe because what I might do is I might just start doing like notification videos on here to let people know that we're over there. If they don't want to subscribe, they just want to stream. Something like that'll probably help because, that's where all the games and shit really is. A lot of people get here, they like, yo, you talk about all these games, they're like, where they at? I'm like, bro, you don't even know. We got the other channel over there, bro. I be lit over there, dog. But anyway, what's up, Barry?
It'd be shocked that people don't know you have a second channel still.
Sorry.
Which is a good thing.
I never promoted though. I've never promoted the channel, unfortunately. Probably should have. But
one time we went live, I think, was it State of Decay 2 on your second channel?
No, that was on this channel. We did that.
It was on this channel.
No, I was on here. I should have did that on the other one. That's what I'm saying. I think those streams and shit should be on the other one. The streams on this channel is gonna be like the commercial, like Call of Duty, Fortnite, and all that.
Eddie, I went to the movies and went to like Dave & Buster. Had a little bit of drinks. You know what I'm saying? Just chilled up.
Hey Darius, tell him, bro. Do we need to do intros?
I mean, it's like whatever.
No?
We back, yo. I'm ready for these topics.
You know what annoys me, bro?
Game.
What?
I just look at your subs, bro. That annoys the shit out of me.
What?
Cause like, you know how like you got people like, you be like, they should be over $1 million or something like that. Then you got people that is up there and it's like, how did niggas? That annoys me, B. Like,
it is what it is, bro.
It is, but it annoys me. Like, it annoys me a lot.
But which part? I wasn't my bad.
Like, I feel like Chase should be in the millions by now, bro.
So should
big facts. Yeah,
that's mad annoying.
TBH is another one, yes.
TBH, you like
Gamer 23.
I see some niggas and I'm like, yo, how are y'all niggas?
Yeah, man. Yo, what up, Mav? Shout out to Mav.
Hey, I mean, what up, Mav? There are ways. There are ways. I just decided I'm not like better than nobody. I just decided I didn't want to do some of this stuff. Plus, honestly, on this channel for like the last 2+ years, I don't upload enough videos. That's part of the problem. Straight up and down. Like, that's what it is. My other channel, I got videos up all day. But it is what it is, bro. Somebody came right in and got timed out by the homie David. Let me see what he said. So we missed a lot of stuff. Now we always try to start the show off with the news that's not as important. So the first thing that we have
hold on. Before we get into gaming, let's talk about how Machine Gun Kelly came at that boy Marshall.
I seen that yesterday, boy. That was beautiful.
A good fucking.
And if somebody don't think that was good, I'm willing to bet that Eminem is their favorite rapper. They don't want to hear nothing.
I love Eminem, but I had to keep it real.
Eminem is one of my favorite rappers ever. But that there,
Eminem is like top 3 for me. Like, yo.
I need answers now.
Machine came for that boy, that Marshall.
And a little music video on top of it, just a little, a little something.
Yo,
it wasn't that crazy.
I ain't never hear Machine Gun Kelly rap like that. I don't even listen to dude, but that right there.
Nah, I listen to Machine Gun every once in a while, but not in like that was different. I was like, wait.
Yeah, like I always knew he slapped, but I was like, whoa. He was connected.
Yeah.
I ain't
Every
know.
verse was hit.
I wasn't checking for dude, but
And then like right after that, well, right before that, G-Eazy came at Machine and his diss was fire. Like,
this is a good time for rap, bro. I like it.
why the white rappers stirring the pots now?
Like it's that time, yo. Like they
You know what I hate when people are like, oh, well, you know what, that rap wasn't even that good. Or this, I'm like, and I'm trying to read the reason. I'm like, what the fuck? No, he shouldn't be. No, somebody commented in my video and said, Machine Gun Kelly should actually thank Eminem for paving the way. And I'm like, I knew what he was trying to say. I'm like,
that
man,
ain't got nothing to do with bar for
first,
bar, yo. Fuck out of here. He did already.
Anybody that listened to Machine Gun shit, there's nothing more nothing more humbling than talking about a nigga and then complimenting them at the same time. Like Machine, multiple times throughout that, did said, "We know you're the greatest rapper."
He already. That's
that
what
don't mean
his chorus was pretty much saying it too.
Yeah, like we know you the GOAT. That don't mean you can't get this work. Like if anything, the respect level of Machine Gun, like I gained a whole newfound respect for anybody that really goes at M, because M is always regarded as the most unfuckwittable opponent out there. So nobody really goes at him. The only people that I can recall that really went at him was Job and Zeno. I ain't gonna lie, Mariah Carey went at him hard.
That Mariah Carey was fire too.
Mariah Carey kind of went at him kind of hard.
And she had him in the video. She was dressed as him in the video. I said, oh shit.
Yo, but remember, he came back and he even clowned himself in the song. That shit was lit. That shit was still fire when he responded.
MGK, I gained a whole newfound respect for that boy, as well as G-Eazy, because I actually listened to G-Eazy, but like his little diss towards MGK was fire. I was like, yeah, I mean, right now Machine Gun is the one that people talking about, but I don't think the G-Eazy diss is as big as Machine Guns, but like that shit is fire because it's more or less the audacity of somebody to go at him. Like out of everybody, Machine Gun, and I'm like, yo, respect, bro, respect. Now, my mind tells me that Marshall's gonna come back and destroy him, but at the same time, I don't think he is. And if he is, he's gonna be like the old school rap. Like the Machine Gun came out with the joint the next day after hearing his name get dissed.
With a baby music video.
His little diss was Eminem's diss was, a little poke. It was cool. This man came out with a whole video and a song, and it's fire. I haven't heard really, because I've watched like some reactions or whatever. I haven't really heard nobody like downplay it. The only thing everybody's saying is like R.I.P. because M gonna come back, and it's like, okay, no, that's the old. That's the old Marshall fam. Like we don't know if he, because ain't nobody really tested Eminem's gangsters for like 10 years.
I want to see it.
Yo, you didn't hear what Joe Budden just said?
I seen it.
Joe Budden was like, yo, you haven't had nothing for 10 years.
Yeah, like that's the.
You gotta watch.
That's I was telling homegirl that's what happens when you're so regarded as a GOAT that you don't have to do much anymore. Like Wayne, for instance. Wayne just be getting on songs now and just be rhyming shit just to rhyme shit, but he's never really saying shit.
Yo,
I don't like his auto-tune flow no more.
They let him do the alphabet. Somebody let him do the alphabet in the middle of the song.
So I'm saying, like Eminem he's on that stature to me. Like he's been up there for so long that ain't nobody really challenged his throne. Like he hasn't had a legendary beef, to be honest. If we being honest, because he ain't even really in Ja Rule. That was G Unit.
No, that wasn't. That
hit him up shit.
No, it wasn't them. It was that Rico case they caught.
Yeah, that's behind the scenes. I'm saying like as far as lyrically, like that didn't get Ja out of there. Like it was really 50. And Eminem is mad sensitive. Like after listening to this album, which the Kamikaze album is an amazing.
We just not realize Eminem sensitive.
Yo, he been sensitive his whole life, but I like that he just kept it honest.
Hearing it though, like we knew of him, but we didn't, because Eminem was one of the few artists that never speaks like that. You don't really see him in the news. You don't see him in interviews. You don't really see nothing about him. So to hear him like crying, because that's how I took the Kamikaze album, even though I think it's really good and it gives me old Marshall vibes, it's very It's like you just basically made a whole album mad that everybody hated your last album. And you basically just called out everybody that said your last album was trash, which it was. It was washed.
Well, he knew what he was doing with Reckless. That's why it's called Kamikaze. And Trippy Gengar, you bugging talking about Wayne's ABCs was fire. That's why they be making. That's why these rappers be doing that. They have much more potential, but they don't have to show any of it because you gonna allow him to make ABCs, recite the alphabet in the middle of somebody's song. That's hot. How?
Now, well, I'm going to go back to what Prof said. The only reason why I see it so different now is because if you think about it with M, when he used back then, how his whole gimmick was with, the blonde hair and all that other shit. They were like, oh, white rapper, you can't do it. You remember during award shows, he used to put up the middle fingers on all of them. But it was a different way of how he was proving that he was a nice-ass MC. Compared to now, yeah, it sounds pretty straightforward that he's complaining that, people didn't like his album type shit. So I can see why. But he always been on some, like, defensive shit. But he was always barring people up.
All I know is, your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a well-known slut. So what the fuck you think Haley gonna be when she grow up? Ja hurt Eminem hard with that.
And Ja was the shit back then. I don't know why people be downplaying Ja music. Like y'all fuck with Ja, right?
That hurt Eminem's whole soul.
I have a problem with rappers complaining about other rappers doing stuff and then they do it later on. For example, 50 Cent's teasing Ja Rule for doing all them duets, and then he did.
Then he did. Then they candy shop, nigga.
Anyway, I'm gonna wait for his response. And it's funny, yo. Honestly, to see the circle of life and what?
You said,
I'm lagging. Okay, all right. So.
You good now?
No, it's good to see, like, hold on, let me make sure we good. Okay. It's good to see, rap kind of come full circle, because what you do is you have a lot of rappers when they're younger, they talk about how old the people above them are. Eminem did that to Benzino and other people, and now Machine Gun Kelly's doing it to him. Joe Budden did it too. He was talking about Prodigy and Mobb Deep and all them dudes was old. Now they're on the other side. So it's a little bit interesting to see that. But, anyway, let's get to the game show. Am I lagging still?
No, you said game short. You gotta go.
Boom. Nintendo. Hey, yo, there's supposedly a Nintendo assassin group, and they come and they just shut shit down, and then you never see them again. Well, they got another group. Pokemon Essentials is a tool that people use to make Pokemon fan games. It's been out for quite a while. Actually, since 2007. It's been downloaded hundreds of thousands of times. Well, Nintendo just came through. They shut this whole thing down. It's not a surprise because they don't want anybody doing fan games. On the contrary, Sega encourages people to make fan games, but Nintendo does not want people messing with their copywritten IPs, brands, whatever you want to call it. They seem to always shut stuff down. So much so that if you missed our last podcast, which was weeks ago, EmuParadise.com was scared of possibly getting this work from a company such as Nintendo. So they took all their ROMs off the site. I've been using that site for years, and it's gone. Look at this.
I couldn't find no fucking games from there anymore. I was like, damn,
it's over, bruh. They said they're going in a different direction. I don't know what direction that is, because we was on there for ROMs. I understand, because they weren't up to get sued, but they seen how Nintendo was removing ROMs, and Nintendo's been doing that for a while. But like I've noticed that over the last couple years, all the fan projects seem to get squandered. I mean, they did it to that.
Remember that Super Mario like
Mario 64 online joint? Yep.
Oh, that shit looked lit too, and they just shut that shit down ASAP. Matter of fact, the PT Silent Hill shit, they remade it for PC. They just shut it down.
How they doing that? That's not even their game.
Konami. No, Konami. I'm just saying, like, the fact of, like, all these games now, like, they're getting shut down. All these remakes, fan-made games. Everybody's cracking down on shit. Maybe not Nintendo, not Sega, but...
Seems to be the companies based in Asia that are more... not more, but they seem to really act faster than other companies. A lot of the other companies just let the fan stuff ride, But, I don't know. Nintendo feels like people are, I guess... I don't know, stepping on their toes, and they just not here for it. In other news, let me go ahead and put this on the screen for.
Nintendo was I love Nintendo and I hate Nintendo. Like they just Nintendo don't play, bro. Like this, if there's one company that don't play that shit, it's Nintendo.
Get you up out of here, man.
Nintendo is really on some. Nintendo be out here on some gang shit. Like Nintendo really be on some street shit. Like,
but they let it go on for 11 years though. That's what killed me. Like they'll wait, and then as soon as they ready, they'll get that shit taken down in a week. Out of here. Oh, broke my damn thing. Streets of Rage 4.
Oh yeah, that should look
what
nice.
A pleasant surprise if I can put this on the screen. This trailer came out, what was that, last week? This is supposed to, there's not a release date on here.
There's no release date for it?
It just says sometime next year. It's coming to PC and console at a later date. That's what it says?
Well, that's whack as hell. I want to know when.
So we don't know when it's coming. We just know it says at some point next year. The trailer, this is all we have. It's not very much. It looks like the OG characters on here, which I love. Wow.
Why you said it like wow? Like ain't shit.
Now they made her thicker than she's supposed to be, bro. They out here modernizing.
To be honest with you, I hate to be negative, Nancy, but like I really hope that it's like not couch co-op and it's actually like online.
It should be both. It has to be online co-op for this game.
Remember the Power Ranger game?
Bro, they did that with a few games where they didn't allow that. Like you gotta kind of come to expect shit like that nowadays.
They gotta do it. The Power Ranger game, I love that game on Super Nintendo. By the way, back in the day.
The Ooze Drunk or the movie one or
both. I like both.
Yeah. Both. Do you remember playing the one on Sega though? The one where you had to like fight each other.
I didn't play that. That was like just the fighting game.
Yeah, that was
I didn't play that. But yeah, Streets of Rage 4. This is for all.
Yo, she is thick as fuck.
You see that shit?
She thick as hell. She got thick as hell.
If you remember Streets of Rage 4 vividly, you showing your age a little bit, bro. This game is old as shit, bro. Like this, Golden Axe, Battletoads, Double Dragon, Power Rangers.
I've always told you, and I've told that to y'all before. I've always felt that like Streets of Rage had one of the best soundtracks in gaming.
It did.
Like number 2 specifically, like that soundtrack is fire. Yo, what up, Trey?
What was this? 3 of these? 3 Streets of Rage?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is when there's one of these old school games and then you find out that one of them came out on PS3 and you didn't even know. Like, there's a Golden Axe on PS3, bro.
There's a Golden Eye, I think, on PS3.
There is. That was Golden Eye Reloaded, and I remember that.
They did like the Double Dragon Neos and stuff on PS3 and 360.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, I heard those was pretty good.
Yeah. Moving on again, we're gonna try to work through these because I know we're gonna get stuck on one of these topics for probably a little bit longer than we plan. Every time we talk about Call of Duty, it seems to go on. I mean, if we wanted to, we could exclusively talk about Call of Duty once a month and have its own goddamn episode, which we're not going to do.
Talk about Call of Duty for a month.
I'm good on that one, you know.
Black Ops 4. I'm not even going to talk about the gameplay because we already did that. If you didn't see our thoughts on it, you're going to have to go back to the last episode. I believe we talked about the whole game, the whole beta, broke it down and whatnot. But the only reason I'm even bringing this up is because the Blackout mode, which is their battle royale, we didn't have any gameplay. We had no idea how many players.
We didn't even talk about it.
There was no information on it. Well, now it's official. It's going to be 80 players. They internally tested for 100, but they decided to go with quality over quantity, so they dropped the player count down to 80.
And all that shit sound cute, but if that shit don't run smooth and it's only took 20 players to make it not run smooth, I'm gonna have an issue.
Look, I've seen Call of Duty lag with 6v6, 4v4. I'm really interested in seeing how they do with 80 dudes, bro. How?
I just don't. I don't get it.
He said Black Ass 4.
I understand that this is a new realm for Call of Duty.
No, it ain't.
Well, I mean, not
still. Yeah, no, black out.
But like, I just don't understand how y'all niggas. Y'all can. That just aggravated me, bro. Because like the audacity of these dudes, bro. Like they really just said 20 players more is gonna make it run smooth. Like y'all don't got billions, and Fortnite, for the very part of most of the time, runs very smooth, even in the 50v50 shit. Y'all got way more money than Epic. Y'all can afford some new servers and some more servers, bro, to make that game run smooth. I'm not trying to hear like this is a new company. All right, that's what's up, but not Call of Duty, bro. Not Activision. Y'all don't deserve that right to us. To like they basically just made a warning sign. Basically, warning. We're only allowing 80 players to make it better. That's just a lie in the excuse.
Do you? So you feel that the 100 is the standard? I don't know if I necessarily. I know Fortnite.
I think between PUBG, Fortnite, and some of these other games, like whatchamacallit only had like 12. I forget what game.
Darwin Project.
Yeah, Darwin only had 12, and I think Paladins has 100.
What about
and I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying that that's the standard. I'm just saying that that's the reason. That the fact that they're saying that we are 20 less than our competition. Like, how much is Battlefield gonna have?
64.
Probably 100.
64.
So look, no, but peep this before we get into it.
It's 16 teams of 4.
Now here's the problem that I'm having with Blackout. Had they just pushed their game out and said, listen, instead of just saying a battle royale, they could have been like, we're doing a different, we're changing. We got, like somebody said in the comment section, aerial combat. We got a lot of different things. We feel like 80 is going to be for what we have to provide for battle royale. They're not saying shit like that. So it's just looking like another gimmick battle royale. But had they put out there like all the stuff they're adding for their game and why 80 players make sense, I would have been fine with it. But since they're not saying anything and we're just finding out through like little leaks and notes, I'm just like, well, y'all about to receive mad flack. But 80 players from Activision, all that money they have from all them years, like, that shit is unacceptable.
I'm not gonna disrespect a game that's not out yet because I ain't played this. So I ain't saying
I will. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna say 80 is gonna make a huge difference versus having 100, but I just feel that y'all got way too much money, and I don't know. I feel like y'all got way too much money for that. Like y'all could really do more than that. And we being honest, the Call of Duty really want to be different. They could have just did like 150 or 200. This motherfucker, like that could have made it a little different. It'd be stupid insane. But I'm just saying, like you going below what's already the standard as far as like battle royale in at least 3 cases that I can think of off rip.
But here's the kicker. No, we're gonna say
1,000. Shout out to Rick Crook. He said there's gonna be 1,000-man battle royale in a game called Mavericks.
Yeah, I heard about that.
1,000.
They got the servers funded. Like that's the most important thing you need to get first. Is servers funded.
Like the thing is, Activision is Activision is like real life people, right? Like Activision is like, I really don't want to buy this game because I ain't got enough money for it. I mean, I got just enough money to buy this game, but I'd rather use your money to buy that shit if I can. Like that's how I view Activision. They never really want to go above and beyond. The amount of money that they make via loot crates for these past few years, because they were really the ones that introduced that type of shit as far as like shooters. I think Battlefield had it a little bit, but it wasn't as prevalent. And they make way too much money. I understand like Call of Duty's not the standard anymore, so like people aren't playing it as much. But they still making millions and millions and millions of dollars. And niggas have been begging for dedicated servers since Call of Duty 4.
But they lied to us, remember, on Ghost?
And then they came out with them and they said it's like
hybrid servers.
Yeah, no, matter of fact, it was Modern Warfare 3 first. Remember, Modern Warfare 3 was the first one that they said had dedicated servers, and that was a lie.
So,
like, I understand to a very small certain extent why this might be a thing. I'm not like the cut, because I do believe that this will have a little bit more different things in it than other battle royales. I think some battle royales, like just PUBG, just has like cars, trucks, boats, and you know, whatever. This is probably gonna have some fucking kill streaks. I mean, we seen in the trailer that had four niggas in a helicopter. So this is probably gonna have some kill streaks in this game. I don't know. I just want to see what they talking about.
My thing is like, it's not, if they would have said we have 80 players because of the type of mode that we're doing with Battle Royale, fine. No, they're 80 players because their servers can't withstand 100.
You think their servers can withstand 80? I mean, I'm not a dev, but like, I've not seen that.
Their servers can barely withstand ground war, nigga. Like that's my point.
That's the problem.
That's the point that we making. Like
it's like, yo, it's not even like in why I'm upset with Battlefield's version of it is because they're working through console first. Console can't handle 100 players on the field on Battlefield because Battlefield 5 they brought back what Bad Company 2 has.
64, some shit like that.
Yeah, they had to dub it down because all the remember Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1 wasn't all destructible. Battlefield 5 is like Bad Company 2. Everything is destructible in that game. So now they had to conversate with that and make it less players versus like having just 100 player battle royale. So I'm still salty as to why that shit is 64 players. Like 64 on Battlefield out of all Battlefield, we expected them to have 100 players, no problem.
I honestly
remember, like we said it.
I expected them to have 100, and I still expect them to have the probably the best and most stable battle royale outside of Fortnite, because that's what they do. Battlefield, that's something that they're adding. So for all the people adding battle royale, I expect them to do the best job and have
Yeah, I don't think Battlefield will be an issue because Conquest Large is a fucking battle royale. Like you just running around trying to find the shit. Like it's basically already battle royale.
It's how they changed up the battle royale game. The only reason why I'm like, you know what, I can't even fully get mad. They announced that mode is free,
and
like people, and it doesn't have nothing to do with season pass.
Keep this. This might only be a plus for me. Y'all may not care. I'm not going to be as critical of EA and Battlefield for their 64 players because they still have their single player mode in the game and their multiplayer, and they're going to have Battle Royale. So they didn't remove anything to add that. See, Activision, y'all are removing the campaign. And a lot of people say, well, nobody plays it. You can't speak for everybody. I'm sure there's people that play the campaign. Right? I mean, it is what it is. It may not be as many people that go right to multiplayer, but people play the campaign. They removed that and they added Battle Royale because they feel like more people want to play that, and that's really the mode. I don't know how to. I mean, I want to see some gameplay. Honestly,
if Call of Duty was smart, they would put things like if they wanted to pique the interest of the campaign, just put shit and guns that you can only get in the campaign for completing the campaign and bringing them to multiplayer.
That's a good idea.
That would revive like the whole, because then you would have a reason to actually play the campaign and a reason for it. Like most of the, well, I can't speak on most because I've only played like a few Call of Duty stories, but I ain't gonna lie, they were good. The ones that I played were really good. But afterwards, with the exception of Call of Duty 4, where they had that, I know you remember that mode back in the day, where you had to run through the plane real quick in like a minute or whatever, and you only have one life or whatever that shit's called, or like veteran. That shit was fun, but that was it. Like if they added like weapons or like skins or something that you can get from playing via the campaign, then I think more people would tend to play it. But the fact that they completely removed it, that's like they doing the same shit that Star Wars did, and that's what failed them niggas. How you gonna remove Star Wars, like Battlefront, the first one? How you gonna remove a campaign?
That's one of the big
niggas play Star Wars for the campaign.
A lot of people do. The multiplayer, there's been some very successful Star Wars multiplayer games, but like when they announced Star Wars, I was like, oh shit, like I'm ready, and then they had no campaign, bro. I was like, what is this?
I'll be salty as fuck if that was the case.
Also, I just want to point out, just to Prophecy's point about Activision having money and not wanting to necessarily spend it on certain things. A lot of the stuff that we may complain about in the game is limited because of the game engine. The engine for Call of Duty is from December 2nd, 1999, and I think that is in fact a little later than I originally read. I read it was even older than that. So the original core engine that they've made changes to, they got the the Quake engine and then the Infinity War engine. These are all like rewrites of the ID Tech 3 engine, which came out in December 2nd, 1999. Which is why some of the issues that we see in the games aren't going away. A lot of it, like you've seen it with Madden, you've seen it with 2K. Some of the stuff is just, until a new engine comes out, it's just going to be a legacy issue.
Or old assets like that.
Old
just
assets.
Not been removed. Like EA admitted to us, NBA Live, they were like, "Yo, we used 07's body skeletons. That's why everybody looked like they had back problems.
Well,
I'm
see,
like,
that's what I'm saying. The engines limit
Call
them
of Duty
to that.
has been using the same map designs for 10 plus years.
Well, I wish they had used it on Black Ops 4 because these maps ain't it, bro.
Well, I mean, like the same, like standard, but not necessarily
the trucks and all that.
Like the last time Call of Duty had a good map was Eminem's last good album.
Hey, don't do that.
Like,
don't do that.
Matter of fact, he was on one of the track.
Oh, that was Ghosts. I didn't like Ghost maps, actually.
I didn't initially.
I like Black Ops 3 maps, but if you ask me, like PS3 Call of Duty versus PS4, by a landslide, I would say the PS3 Call of Duties, for me, just for me, were better. I would understand if somebody was new to the series and they didn't start with PS4 or Intel PS4, but I would take PS3's maps, guns, kill streaks. There's nothing I would take from the new Call of Duties over the PS3 Call of Duties. Nothing. Maybe the graphics, and the graphics aren't even good. In fact, I think this game looks worse than Black Ops 3.
Barry said he likes Infinite Warfare more than Black Ops 4.
You know, I didn't think it was possible, but of the people that I've talked to, half of them say the same thing.
Son, Nah.
I got nothing. Anyway, Black Ops 4.
While I'm talking about Call of Duty,
Infinite War,
I was somewhat surprised at my interest in Black Ops 4 as I was playing. I will say that I cracked a few smiles playing that game. Not enough to make me want to buy it.
See?
I will say that because I didn't hate Black Ops 3. I don't actually know too many people that hated Black Ops 3. But it does feel like Black Ops 3 just a little bit different. So 3.5 or 3.8, however you want to go. But I don't think the changes are enough to make me really want to like delve back into it. Especially with some of the shits that's super OP. Like that dog is wild crazy.
Yo.
That dog was
fat pitbulls, dog. Fat pitbulls.
That dog was wild.
The armor.
Fuck what Ricky's gameplay is showing right now because he's going off and shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I know what we looking at right now. That's not what I experienced. Ricky was dropping niggas quick, man. I was hitting niggas.
That was one lucky game, son. That game
niggas was not dropping, cuz like they was not dropping.
And I will say, you know, before we like take another 20 minutes, part of what you probably experienced, and is my issue. Every gun was essentially nerfed from previous games because of the time to kill, except one kind of gun, the sniper. I don't think that's fair. The shotgun, I don't even like shotguns. I hate one-shot kill weapons. But in all fairness, the fact that everybody is affected except snipers I think is very unfair. Even shotgunners, it's 2 shots to kill. Shotguns and sniper rifles have always been kind of the thing that people would use when they wanted one-shot kills. Now you can't even use shotguns. Like,
and Trey, that what you just said right there, Trey, is what I feel like they're going for. Black Ops 4 is not going in it, trying to be new, trying to be competitive, they're going in and saying, hey, here's another FPS game. Y'all want to play it?
Well, no, not just that. We got this Battle Royale because I know y'all been playing that. All their eggs is in Battle Royale. I bet you that Battle Royale
that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's all I see. Like, Battle Royale and zombies seem to be the only real...
I don't like that you got to pre-order for skins. You pre-order the game, you get 3 skins already. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I ain't pre-ordering shit.
Like, I feel like Call of Duty from what I experienced, I don't feel like it did anything better than any of the games that it took things from. Like, I don't think it did anything better than Black Ops 3. I don't think it did anything better than Rainbow Six. I don't think it did anything better than Overwatch, because, you know, those moves are very similar. Like, some of these abilities and stuff is similar. Like, they tried to make it a lot more competitive. To me, it's just like, it's going to be a May out of 10.
The Battle Royale is going to make or break the game for me.
I do. I believe it. And they better incorporate zombies in it.
One of the things I was more disappointed than anything is that this is one of the few times where I've played a game and I said, you know what? They could actually fix most of my issues. The maps can't be fixed. That's like the one thing I don't like. The maps. That's just it is what it is.
Oh no,
but they could fix the health. They could fix the armor.
They got you with the maps, baby.
They could fix a lot. But
I don't got you, beloved. Guess
what
they coming out with? What? They gonna come out with them same tired ass maps from 10 years ago.
Nuketown. You know we get Nuketown.
Nuketown is definitely gonna be in here. Backlot probably gonna be in this motherfucker. Like they're gonna take some of the best maps, charge $30 for them hoes, and there you go. Because that's what they do every year.
But they can't.
Like my maps, bet. Well, guess what? Guess what's coming back? Not for free, mind you. But guess what you're going to pay for?
Well, look, the thing is that right now you're not going to be able to buy the DLC standalone. You have to get basically the hardened edition to get those maps. They front loaded the maps. That was the issue. You're going to have to. They are saying that they're going to release the DLC separately, but they have not pinned a date down. It could be next March or April, just like they did with the Call of Duty 4 remaster. So basically, it's kind of like that again. You either buy the DLC with the game for 100 or whatever, 129, whatever it was, or you don't get it.
How about this, Activision? Because I know y'all watch our shit because we don't niggas. How about, and it's gonna cost you a little money, and I know how you feel about spending bread. I understand. I'm a broke boy, so I don't like spending my bread. But y'all multi-billionaires over there. Why don't y'all allow people to create custom maps?
They do on PC.
Right. Or they could even do like a little competition and have like a bunch of people making maps and just choose like the 5 best maps and make them free. I mean, they don't got to pay.
I would love that. And then let people vote.
Give us new incentive. Like, do you understand that if I had the ability to create a map, I would spend most of the time playing that game creating a fucking like I would sit in there, like I did it for Halo. Even though I didn't play Halo as much, I definitely loved enjoying making maps. Think about all the people that spend so much time, me being one of them, that love creating their emblems. Like I really go into details with the emblems of Black Ops 2 or 1 and stuff like that. Imagine giving me the ability to create my own map, bro. What? That shit would be so lit.
I'm about to find the map.
Why don't you steal some shit from games that would be fire? That ability to create your own map would be so fire.
Okay, hold on. I found the Blackout map for anybody that wants
to be honest with you, though, if they allow us to create maps, a lot of people may not even want to buy season pass because they said a lot of people buy the first and the third one and rarely buy the second season pack, the second map pack that comes out.
Well, that's why they're front loading it. That's exactly why they're doing that. That's exactly why. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick.
Yo, Far Cry 5, right? Because Mav just brought it up. I was like, so cool. You can create your own map. Far Cry 5 is the most wackest Far Cry game I've ever played in my life.
Wow, there you go. There's the map for Call of Duty Blackout.
For and that's not even 15 times the size of Nuketown. Yo, these dudes be talking big shit.
It's 15 times the size of Nuketown.
Get the hell out of here, man.
It has to look at that.
Let me see.
I mean, the Nuketown Island alone, if that was Nuketown
15,000 times?
They said 15,000, or they said 1,500. They said 1,500.
Well, 1,500, that's really
But that's Nuketown Island. That's not just Nuketown.
Man.
Yo, they split. Nuketown Island is literally just the Nuketown.
That middle area right there, bro, that hole don't even look bigger than Pachinki from PUBG, dude. Like, that look like Pachinki and Rob.
This is how we know they putting all their eggs in this basket, bro.
Turbine, Asylum from
Who likes World War. Turbine? An array? They have an array on here.
Y'all hear the train?
No, but I know that I hear that this map looks ass.
Yo, you see Asylum from World at War?
I think they had a shit.
Hey, yo, you a true Call of Duty vet if you know most of these maps, dog.
I know these maps.
Yeah, I mean, we know these
maps. I think Cargo was on Black Ops 2. Nuketown,
Black
obviously.
Ops 2, yes.
Turbine, Black Ops 2. We got Hydra was Black Ops 2.
They gotta have firing range on there.
That was Black Ops 2. How many Black Ops 2 maps is on here?
No, they're not. Firing range was Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1. Array was, I think, that was...
Black Ops 1.
Was that Black Ops 1 or was that
Modern Warfare 2?
That was Modern Warfare 2. It was a snow map.
No, this is... Blackout can't use any Modern Warfare maps. This is all Blackout, Call of Duty, Black Ops maps, and World at War maps. Okay. Array, remember Array was that snow map?
It was with the room, like there was that thing in the middle that you could go inside of, and it had like ski lifts and shit.
The Dookie tissue toilet water room, yeah.
Then Estate, I don't know what that is because I was thinking I was Modern Warfare 2. Obviously, it's not.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
They're not naming. Estate was on Modern Warfare 2, but I don't.
That was a model with a big ass mansion, the wood mansion.
I think like the names.
They changed the names up a little bit.
Yeah, they changed a couple of the names.
I'm gonna be honest. They put firing range on that motherfucker. I'm dropping there. Well, there it is.
Everybody's gonna drop there.
Yeah, firing range is right there. I'm going straight to firing range because
Turbine is my worst
land, and then you gonna lag. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, Fortnite. I don't know what happened, but like after a few weeks of playing it, I would lag right before I died, yo. Like 30% of the time, and it's the worst, bro. You shoot somebody,
I don't
and you lag, you die.
Yo, Summit was so fire.
I don't know what Rivertown is. I don't know what Fracking Tower is. I don't know.
How much of those is new shit?
Okay. Where's the skate park map? That would be fire. They should have. See, I wonder if they're smart. They're gonna have a couple battle royale maps, and they're gonna have like the skate DLC maps and some of the other classic maps that people like on there for sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Down by Factory, that little jungle area, that could have been jungle.
They have plenty of content in order to make 2 to 3.
No, I think they're gonna. This is how they're gonna make it different. This is why a lot of people might actually appreciate this. They might make several maps.
Are niggas going to have that fucking armor that they got?
I don't like the armor.
So why you had to say that shit? Now I'm thinking negative again.
Because they have no choice. There's no game there's no battle royale that doesn't have armor. So like they're gonna have like some shield or something that you can pick up.
That armor sucks.
It's gonna be the same shit, and it better not because it's gonna take niggas years to die.
Well, we do want the kill times to be a little bit longer on a battle royale. You don't want to play that and have it be like really fast kill times on there. You want to
but that's not the point. Like I don't want no specialist shit in there, bro.
I should be able to kill you in like 3 shots, 3 or 4 shots, especially headshots.
Headshots, yeah. I do want them to have
that
nice
armor. I should be able to wash you. You shouldn't be able to get away from me if.
Hold up. I have a quick question. Do you think this would be a good idea? Because I always wondered how would the storm in the game be. Do you think they'll do it to where the zombie overload and then all of a sudden the barrier blocks them? And as soon as the time comes out and then the zombies come in,
zombies attack you in the storm. But if they can't fit 100 players on the map, they're not going to have zombies in the storm.
No, they said they don't. They said they're going to have something AI related that's going to probably be the storm.
Zombies, I think.
Now, hey, look, if they got zombies and they only got 80 players, then that explains it. Cool. I ain't even mad because they have a reason.
No, but hear me out though. Imagine we have Firestorm and Battlefield is flames that's closing in on the map. Fortnite, we got the storm. If they use zombies to close in the map, that's kind of lit.
That'll be ayo.
It's kind of lit.
Ayo.
That's kind of lit. That's what I want.
If they put zombies in, if zombies is in the storm, I'm breaking bread, dog.
Yeah,
zombies or the zombie dogs or whatever.
Not only that, like
it's zombies. It's zombies. Y'all confirm that?
Yeah, they said it's zombies.
It's zombies.
Yeah, they said it's zombies, but we don't know how they're gonna act.
It's
like,
AI controlled
get smacked by one zombie and be dead. Like
that's what I'm saying. And I think they might
have a way to get out of the storm.
Yeah, that's hot.
No, they might have perks and shit like that to maybe get the like monkey bombs. You throw a monkey bomb, you got to go revive your boy, and the storm is coming. But it's not really a storm; it's a horde of zombies. When does the beta
come out though?
Next week.
Yo,
that might be lit.
This changes things a little bit. Yeah, we gotta stream that.
Son, that might be lit. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna probably do that on channel. Matter of fact, if it's coming out next week, it's probably gonna come out at the end of the week. We're gonna do
Let's
that.
Let's do it, bro. Oh, Ricky, check your Twitter. All right, man.
Yes, blackout.
If you see, if it's like that, I gotta be like, damn, that's pretty lit. That's pretty fire.
With no lag. If they do all of that with no lag.
Damn, you just said with no lag though.
That's the key. I don't want to be on there lagging. And then next thing you know, you in the storm and the zombie just bit you. You wasn't even over there.
You said the beta drops Monday. Is it free or do you have to pre-order?
No. The beta is the 14th.
We already. I think it's included in the beta, the private beta. We already have access to.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, don't quote me on that.
I mean, like I said, Blackout. Me and Chase and Ricky said this like a month or 2 months.
Hold on.
Blackout would be the reason that anybody buys it.
Most people are going to buy this game because of that.
If it's good.
Because I can tell from the multiplayer that most of their resources creatively felt like it was going into that battle royale because this didn't seem like a complete Treyarch multiplayer. It seemed like it was kind of rushed.
That's how I felt about it, like playing it. That's the first thing I said to Chase when he asked me how. Like I said, yo, it don't feel like Black Ops. It feel like a bunch of.
So wait, let me read this up. Mav just linked me to. Shout out to Mav Attack, man.
Thank you, bro.
He linked me to his homie's joint. So it said vehicles that will be available in the Black Ops Blackout beta, cargo trucks that holds a driver for passengers, ATV. For the sea, you'll have a Zodiac inflatable boat. You have air travel, helicopters, pilots for 4 passengers. As far as the servers go, they said that there's a chance they might increase players. Only for the beta, there's 80 players. It also includes 3 tiers of health and armor, 8 primary ammunition types, 12 equipment types. Yeah, that might be a little scary.
3 tiers of armor.
No, it's similar to the Juice. I'm assuming like Fortnite, how you have the chug jugs and shit like that. Okay. 17 weapon attachments, 24 different weapons to start off, and 125 items. And yes, zombies will be in the, and it looks like zombies are chasing them from the image I'm looking at.
That's a dumb question that I know is not going to be answered. Well, I already know that.
That screenshot looks pretty.
They're going to have like some sort of like penetration between walls, like shooting bullets through walls and stuff like that.
I don't, bro. That's too much, bro. That's Battlefield. I don't know.
Probably not going to have.
How they had bullet penetration on Modern Warfare 2? They can't have it in their new mode. I don't understand.
I don't know.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. It sound kind of high. The rest of the game, the rest of the multiplayer, no.
It just sounds ass, bro. I might not even want to play regular multiplayer.
Yeah, that regular multiplayer might be dead.
Hold on, I want to read this last part though about what's also added. Shout out to Mav's boy. They added the perks that are added as consumables. One of them is called Paranoia. It says give you an audio alert when you are targeted by enemies. Skulker says move faster when crouched. Stimulant says increase your max health by 100, which is probably similar to like every other battle royale that has like a health thing. Outlander says reduce damage from circle, increase speed while taking damage from the circle. You got Looter, which reveals nearby stashes and items. Iron Lungs, hold your breath longer. So yeah, they definitely changing this up. That's what I'm happy about. If they would have added like Spider-Man Pro,
they're definitely doing it the Call of Duty way, as he proclaimed, because there's no way in hell I would appreciate any of these perks in any other game.
You know, if Fortnite put some shit like this again, the community would be going strike. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Look at all the shit they about to do with this battle royale. You mean to tell me they had enough time to do this and the regular multiplayer? There's no way, bro.
They took Black Ops 3,
Advanced Warfare,
changed it around a little
slapped
bit,
it up,
Advanced Warfare, put it together, and then spent all their time on this. And I do believe that they spent the most time on this in Zombies.
They had to,
see
bro.
the popularity between Zombies.
Actually, I think it was both Zombies, the Zombies team, and this team, I guess, working on Blackout. And they probably just said the multiplayer got to wait. We just got to put the multiplayer to the side because multiplayer seems too bare bones this year.
Somebody asked a good question. Is it third person or first person? They'll probably
it's first person. No, it's first person.
They'll probably do both later.
I'm not mad at first because I was playing Islands of Nine, and I think that game is pretty fire.
When is it? I mean, yeah, I think it'll be fine. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. Y'all might not like this. H1Z1 dead. H1Z1 dead out here. You got two different battle. I know, but like a lot of people really was enjoying that.
H1Z1 really on until.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. H1Z1 on PS4 is still doing pretty well.
And because Call of Duty Blackout ain't out, and Battlefield 5 ain't out.
Yo, Blackout might. You know what? Blackout might.
Red Dead. They having battle royale.
Oh yeah, that game's gonna cook too.
Yo, bro, it's over. H1Z1. Y'all too late,
man.
H1Z1. What about PUBG?
I'll never say that.
PUBG will be fine.
I'll never say that's over because the fact that it has one thing that those other games don't have.
What? It's free.
Free. It's free. Like, the niggas that don't want to buy Call of Duty, it's free. Fortnite and H1 will never be completely absolute.
They got another studio working on the multiplayer. No wonder. Rook, is that confirmed? He said Treyarch is working on Blackout. They have another studio working on multiplayer. That's confirmed.
Yes, they made that. That been confirmed. Yeah. They have one of their smaller studios that's been working on like other Call of Duty, you know, secondary titles. Not like not Raven Software and shit, but they have another smaller sub company, like a B team, that's really just putting together everything on the multiplayer end. But Mav said that he also DM'd me and said that you can actually add equipment into the vehicles. Like, if we have a backpack and you add all your items and shit, he says you can add equipment in your vehicles, and as long as your vehicle doesn't get damaged, I'm assuming you could take it with you. It's not bad. Like if you find weapons, items, and shit.
I know they have rocket launchers and shit.
Blackout. My bad.
I was expecting to be negative right now.
All right, let's move on, bro. We spent way too long talking about this until that beta drop. We ain't got nothing for y'all. But on
before we move on, shout outs to the 1,000 people that's in.
Yeah, we got the. Hey, look, we was we was out for a couple weeks, but when we came back, y'all was waiting on us. Much appreciated. We got some donations I want to read as well. Thank you,
Hit
everybody.
the like button, too.
Thumbs up is always appreciated. Thank everybody for the information when y'all kind of help us out along the way with new updates. Rook the Crook, thank you, bro. Donation wise, we had a couple came in. Malik with 2 donations. He said that we see the DMC5 gameplay yet. I gotta look that up because I didn't see that, and I like Devil May Cry.
Devil May?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about that.
I do. Hey, Malik, I'm fucking with it. Prophecy, he either messing with it or he ain't. He ain't really be halfway with none of the games.
Yeah, like I liked it. Was cute when I played it back in the day, but like I don't care enough.
I don't like the new Dante. Let them go back to the old one. I'm fine with that. This new retro, I got a haircut.
I love the combat. It was that Batman, God of War.
The one game that I want that's
favorite fighting mechanics.
That the one game that I want that will never come out, and I just pretty much give it. I want Ninja Gaiden, son. Like,
it might, bro.
It's not happening. I've given up, bro.
I wouldn't give up yet. As a matter of fact, is there a new Onimusha coming out? Unless somebody lied to me.
I don't care about that.
Sir. That's Onimusha Warlord. It's coming out as a remaster.
You don't even care about that.
That's not true.
You and like 10 people.
Shit, you crazy as hell. Bruh.
Give me a Prince of Persia.
You telling me. See, you didn't play Onimusha. That's Capcom, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Suspense813. What's good, family? We back. Here's a little bit. Please tell me if you're doing my career this year. I'm doing my career with a twist, bro. Look, the twist I'm about to put on my career about to be lit. I promise you, bro. Next week, it's gonna be something lit, dog. It's gonna be I'm gonna try to make the mode fun for me because I have not liked 2K since 2K16, and it should be very apparent by the lack of videos. So what I'm gonna do is gonna help with that a lot. I'm not saying it's gonna be 2K every day, but what I'm saying is I'm gonna get y'all more than 17 videos.
Go play Dead or Alive. No, I want a full game
of Static Show. Finally, a show. I ain't risking getting fired away. Hey, thank you for the donation. Thank y'all. Who just donated? Somebody else? What I miss? Comment Critic. Savage Season Entertainment coming soon. SoundCloud. CJ_2_Savage. Boy, you just made me read a shout out inadvertently. Hey,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Ricky. I feel kind of what you said a little bit. Like that kind of piqued my interest a little bit, but that movie kind of fucked up Prince of Persia. I feel like that shit ain't.
Oh man, I don't want to think about that shit with Homeboy like Day After Tomorrow.
Don't.
With the dude from Brokeback Mountain, yeah, man. I ain't talking about that shit, man.
Don't. But just like the Max Payne movie was pretty bad, but the Max Payne 3, was still.
No, but like it was that Prince of Persia game. That last one they released was so garbage. Well, the last Devil May Cry, I did not like Dante because I didn't like how he
Devil May Cry was necessarily garbage. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't.
I didn't like Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres pretty much played Dante.
This is so random, but since we talking about trash games. Whatever happened to that zombie Metal Gear Solid?
Hey, you don't do that. Hey, Prophecy, why you doing that?
Because I just thought about trash shit and like.
You know what? It got treated by consumers the way they treated Metal Gear 5 as developers, and that's just what it is. We didn't want it, and y'all didn't want us to have a good Metal Gear, so there you go. That's the shit I be talking about. You can't just take assets from a game that is one of your bread and butter games and then just throw them together with spinoffs. It does not work. Now, the only... I could be wrong. I'm sure you all have examples that go against what I'm saying. But to me, the only company that consistently does spinoffs correctly is Nintendo. Every one of the games that we play is basically a spinoff from another game. So
from Mario games, yeah.
Yeah, like all of them. Even
like Bandicoot. Didn't he have this...
he had a racing game that people enjoyed.
Banjo-Kazooie,
Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. I don't know if those were spinoffs. Were they?
I don't know. I thought they were.
They might. Somebody
one specifically with female character. I forget what her name was. I thought she was in like one of them by herself. Could be wrong.
But Metal Gear Survive was very late on the scene too. Of like survival. That shit was terrible.
It shouldn't have canceled that shit. That's what that was. And I didn't. When they announced it, I didn't want the shit because I knew what it was going to be. Like,
oh yeah, you was mad as fuck. I remember
you can't just do that shit, man.
I was trying to give him leeway, like I was trying to help, give them a little bit. But you talking to me like I'm not a Metal Gear fan, so like I was like, yeah, it might, you know what I'm saying?
I knew what it was, bro. Like even the gameplay was bad, cause gameplay is king. Gameplay and how fun is the game? Those are always my two biggest things. The other stuff. I could kind of overlook if the gameplay good, but if the gameplay was ass, bro, like,
you funny.
Battlefield 5 Battle Royale. We just talked about that. If you missed that, it's going to be 64 players. We're talking 16 teams of 4. That comes out when? You know?
Wait, what?
The Battlefield 5 Battle Royale. I know the beta for the regular multiplayer that comes out
tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know if the Battle Royale's getting.
No. The Battlefield beta has been out. It's out.
Is it public or is it private?
It's open for everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. I downloaded mine. I downloaded mine from the store.
Okay.
The PSN store. Yeah.
Can you play it though?
Yeah, I'm on it. Like right now. As we speak.
Bro, be honest. Be honest.
How is it?
How is it? Not in comparison to all Battlefield.
I heard it. Beep.
Yeah, I just turned my
How is it compared to Battlefield 1? Please.
1,000 times better.
Why?
Because it feels like Battlefield 4.
Which is good.
It doesn't because Battlefield 1 felt like
Battalion?
Star Wars.
Did it feel like Battalion?
Why are we giving this name energy, man? Why are we giving this game credit?
I just asked about Battalion, man. Not bad.
No, man. No.
Yo, since we talking about trash, this ain't got nothing to do with video games, but yo, if y'all had any interest in seeing that trash ass movie Slenderman, do not waste your money. That shit was gone.
Nah, fuck that.
I'm just going on since we talking about trash. Like that whole need to go straight to Netflix, bro.
Damn, Chase.
Being honest with you, like if I'm keeping the buck, bro. Yo, you wild as fuck for bringing up Battalion.
Hey, yo,
did it again. Energy. They probably sold 2 copies now that you said it, but look, my point is that.
We mentioned that game on this podcast more than they've mentioned that game, and they created it.
They told us it was going to be a real FPS. They said they was going back to the FPS roots, gun on gun action, and then the first gameplay I watched dudes was in their quick scope.
Yeah, it's the same. No. So Trey, just to answer your question,
I'm using
from EA Play, like remember Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, the movement, the motion blur camera effect. Now it feels like Battlefield 4 still, and it's they fixed up a lot of shit. This shit is so lit. More shit is destructible, and they got graphic options. So I removed the film grain, Chrome added abbreviation, all that bullshit. What?
My controller is just like not working.
Yo, yeah, I broke my controller playing Madden, so I got to use my modded controller now.
Bro, the light is on and everything. PlayStation on this whole is just not working.
My controller kind of fucked up because Madden, I caught an interception. And then when the guy tackled me, it hit off of like 2 people's heads, and somehow the guy still caught the intercept. Like, no, yeah, look, see.
Like no bullshit, bro. Like I don't think y'all understand my aggravation. Like again, I'm perfect. Like I'm a movie buff, so I'm down with seeing trash movies. But like we could have went in the woods, us 3, and made it a better Slenderman with an iPhone camera. And that whole would have been scarier, bro. Like, that shit was trash. Actually, that's disrespectful to say that's a Netflix. Netflix got some fire. That whole is Redbox.
Like, nah, it ain't Cody.
Yo,
that whole.
Hey, yo, Cody dead out here, yo. Bro. Terrarium TV, baby. Cody dead. Yo, shout out to the homie Tyler.
Bro, like I seen like scarier gameplay in like Pokemon and like Lavender Town with the ghost was scarier than Slenderman, bro. Like that shit is crazy.
He said, "Yo, we could have went to the woods ourselves and made a better
bro,
game."
You remember the old Pokemon days before you had Flash and you had to walk through the caves in darkness? That shit was scarier than Slenderman. Like that shit was so trash.
Oh man, that's funny.
Moving on.
Battlefield 5
Prelude,
by the way.
I might scream in y'all ears, but y'all should know about the random outbursts unless somebody's like new in here. Let's talk about Spider-Man.
Shout out to Kofi, man. Shout out to Kofi.
Number 1, I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. I don't care about any of the particulars. I don't care who has the license or anything like that. Spider-Man should be a multi-plat game. Period. It is not the kind of game that seems like it should be on just one console because it's Spider-Man. This is a pretty universal brand. I wasn't expecting just one platform to get it. And the reason I'm even bringing that up is because I feel a lot of people's opinions on the game are based on the fact that this is a exclusive. If it was a multi-plat, I think a lot of the stupid arguments that are on Twitter and Reddit would not be happening. Period.
What are they saying?
Okay, these. I don't want to call anybody any names because I'm sure one of the homies said something.
Just say it, man. No.
Look, whenever we do the podcast, I try to make a point that if I see news that I feel is petty, unless we're laughing at it and it's a joke, I don't even talk about it because it's stupid. These motherfuckers on Twitter was arguing about the puddles on the game. And this ain't the first time I've seen that. I remember people on PS4 arguing that GTA 5 was better because of fucking grass. Yo, y'all people on the internet, these arguments that you have, these are not real. People on the street that discuss video games are not talking about this. You only see this weird ass shit on the internet. This is why people aren't taken seriously. Y'all not looking at the gameplay. Y'all not looking at the potential. Y'all not even looking at the fact that Activision has had the Spider-Man IP for the greater part of 10 years and has not done anything with it. The last Spider-Man game we got was The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and before that was The Amazing Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man as a whole has not really been good. Yeah, but Web of Shadows is cool, but it ain't this, though. I could already tell you that this Spider-Man game here is going to potentially be the best Spider-Man game. Most likely. Spider-Man 2 was very good. I played a couple good Spider-Man games, but at the end of the day, those were made by Activision. The fact that Activision somehow lost the license and Sony got it, and they're doing a complete project with a nice budget and promo should be a plus. People should be happy to see that. But instead of that stupid ass shit, you motherfuckers is over here arguing about puddles. Actual puddles. I'm not making this up. You could go on Google. I don't understand people, bruh. Y'all didn't support Spider-Man when Activision put out the license. I bought the last 3 Spider-Man games.
You know you fucked up. But yeah, keep going.
I did walkthroughs on 2 of them bitches, and it is what it is. The games were not good. Now that you see a good Spider-Man, instead of you saying, damn, there's a possibility that down the road we can have, this is what a real, passionate, high-budget superhero game looks like. Outside of Batman is the standard, but outside of that, this is what a real
Batman set a unfair
right. They raised the bar so high, but that's the thing is, like, with this game, I'm not saying
granted, that bar was only raisable because of the fact that the last Spider-Man's was trash.
Right. Well, but then it wasn't just that. There's an Iron Man game. There's a Thor game.
No, but not that. The level of detail in that Batman game compared to the Spider-Man games that
it was the budget.
And it brought a different mechanic.
It didn't feel like a tie-in because a movie came out. So when you all have a situation like this, going forward, this is an opportunity for, you know, the game for Marvel and DC to say, damn, Spider-Man did well. Let's put out some other superhero games and have them be on multiple platforms. Y'all motherfuckers arguing about puddles. Yo, people, gaming dudes, y'all weird as shit, bro. Y'all argue about the dumbest. Look, don't tag me in no. Hold on, Propsy, hold on.
Xbox niggas.
Huh?
Sound like a bunch of Xbox niggas.
It ain't just.
No.
It ain't just Xbox. It's not just Xbox dudes, but it's easier for Xbox people to do it because they don't necessarily have the opportunity to play it.
I bet they was the first one talking about it.
Possibly. I'm just saying, like, y'all dudes is weird, man. Like, look at how fun the game looks. Look at the gameplay. Look at the story. Look at the production. Look at, you know what I mean, the soundtrack. Because sound gets overlooked in games because when it's good, you don't recognize it because it's so good.
Hilarious.
Like y'all.
I just had a very vivid recollection of the GMG episode when he was talking about sound, and that shit was hilarious.
Dog, I don't understand. Listen, if y'all catch me arguing about some petty game and shit on Twitter, please tell me to stop, because I don't do that. I'm not going to start worrying about the little shit. For example, Watch Dogs 1. Ricky brought up the fact that when you stood in front of a mirror or glass, you couldn't see yourself. We didn't go on Twitter and have a whole debate about that shit. Yeah, it is what it is, but like that shit is stupid. That was funny though. It was definitely funny, but it wasn't worth a boycott.
Like when your man's got out the water and there was like no puddles.
Yeah, like yo, man. Hey, look, if y'all watch this podcast and that's the kind of shit that y'all argue, it's because you don't have really any other actual valid arguments, so you go and do what we call nitpicking. Matter of fact, do I have that image? I had an image. I don't know if I can find it still.
I ain't gonna lie, that's super nitpick. I didn't know anything about no puddles.
Puddles, my G. Puddles, dog.
So they did. So in Spider-Man, they definitely removed it. I wouldn't want to. You could say it's a downgrade. I ain't trying to.
It's definitely a downgrade. I don't want anybody to get that messed up. Yeah,
but they added a lot of other stuff, like for the city vibrance and all that other good stuff. My thing is, what got me already hooked was the fact they had someone replay his official fighting moves, like the fact of how Spider-Man really moves and fights, his combat. That has not been done since Spider-Man 2. So already I was like, that shit was lit. Then they had a story that's not really tying in to the exact story, so it didn't seem like a gimmick. I'm like, yo, I'm in there. That's it. And they really took this project seriously. It is not coming from Activision. I'm good.
Man,
like, we had shitty Spider-Man games for years now.
Venom. There's no way they're canceling their pre-orders over Puddles. They never had pre-orders. I'm willing to bet that when you see people complaining the most, they don't even play whatever game they complaining about, generally speaking. When you see like certain people nitpicking that like you can kill women in games, you could tell these dudes there's no way you're playing this game. I've seen exclusives on all platforms get nitpicked for the stupidest shit, yo. And somebody said the game was trash. They got an 88. I don't give a fuck about scores unless the score is high. If it's a low score, that has never stopped any of us from not buying the game, I mean, all that does is make me want to see for myself even more. But at 88, bro, and y'all dudes are saying it's like, what games are you playing?
That's facts.
Bro, the gaming community, y'all wonder why people don't take gamers serious. Because y'all, first of all, you don't wash up and you complain about 88. Y'all dudes is weird. And if y'all watching this and y'all do that shit, you gotta cut that out, bro. Let's talk about some real stuff, man. Like, talk about, gameplay or microtransactions the stuff that you could really break down. Puddles.
Now, how about we talk about the fact that we getting a whole brand new type of Spider-Man game. Like, this shit look really fucking good. I'm not letting that shit fuck up my feelings for the game. I'm kind of glad I stood up for Twitter for that. Kind of glad I didn't make no videos on that either.
That's like, man. That's like your girl complaining that you squeeze the middle of the toothpaste or some other dumbass shit.
You know what? I've had that happen. I've argued about that. That's trash. You right. Yeah, facts.
It's like, yo, you could just like look past that because it's really not a big deal, especially because I'm so good at other things in a relationship. But instead, you want to worry about the fact that I'm squeezing the middle of the toothpaste, though. Y'all squeezing the middle of the toothpaste in here. And look, y'all see I barely tweet because every time I get on, y'all arguing about some stupid ass shit, man. And then some people argue about the same stuff every day. Every time I get on Twitter, I see the same people arguing about the same shit. It don't get old.
What kills me about people like that is they'll argue something that they don't like in a specific game, but then not say that same thing. They don't keep that same energy with the game that they enjoy.
Facts.
No, even worse, they don't even buy the game anyway.
Like,
not even supporting their games anyway.
My nigga, grass, my nigga. Like the grass.
Remember the GTA shit was
That's
crazy,
what I'm saying.
bro.
GTA 5 grass is better on PS4.
Hey, that's not just gamers' fault though. That'd be IGN and them niggas' faults too. Because like I remember back when I think it was GTA, they took a still. You know how they hold like the PS4 version, the Xbox version, the PC version, and they like definitely be like advertising that shit.
They
trying to make niggas nitpick on purpose.
I don't know if it's necessarily IGN, but this outlets, gaming outlets, period.
I agree with that as well, but I'm specifically pointing out IGN because these are the same niggas that will say games 10 out of 10 because of grass. Like IGN is known for doing shit like that.
I forgot about this. Since you brought up IGN, how about the fact that one of their journalists got caught stealing somebody's plagiarizing 3 reviews? He stole a smaller YouTuber's entire review and did it on the IGN YouTube channel. Now they did the right thing and removed it and investigated and fired dude. But that's where IGN is at currently as far as some of the stuff that they've had to deal with themselves. And by the way, last thing, and then y'all can say y'all final words. I'm definitely getting Spider-Man on Friday. I've been trying to get as many exclusives for all platforms as possible because that's why I bought them in the first place. But if you complaining about graphics and shit, and you ain't on PC or Xbox One X, why?
Xbox One X graphics are phenomenal, by the way.
If you cared that much about graphics, you would play on the platform or platforms that have the best capabilities.
All you would play is Forza.
Yo, but Xbox
keep your happy ass graphics over there on Forza, B.
But a lot of other games that are multi-plat look better than the PlayStation version.
No. But like, yo, I come to terms and I'm like, yo, every game that comes out from major companies, like major parties, like Activision or Ubisoft, they actually do look good. We just been spoiled. We've been so spoiled with a lot of spoiled this shit to the point where now if something don't have the same lighting effect, yo, we be bitching. I had to catch myself. That's why I got off of Twitter when that whole Spider-Man shit was going down. Plus, I have my own shit going on. I'm like, yo, I've been having so much fun playing these games. And then when I go back and I see my boys, like certain people, arguing about the textures and the graphics and don't say nothing about Xbox because now y'all got this. I'm just like, yo,
but they
I was
not
part
on
of that
PC.
shit.
They not on PC or Xbox One X. Graphically, the best two places to play the game. You're not on there. So if you cared that much, you would go and buy one of those platforms. But you don't. You're doing this shit because it's not on the platform that you're on.
And like people got to stop. Not us specifically because we are all different, but we're different than the most. But people act like they don't have favoritism out here when in actuality you do.
It's just preference.
Like it's just like I hate when people say, "Oh, I don't have a favorite. I have all three systems." But what do you play 99.9% of the time? If you play that 24/7 and that's all you talk about 24/7 and you big up that 24/7, then you don't give a fuck about the other platform.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
All you really care about is the main shit. And like Chase is saying, you niggas just mad that that game is not on their platform. Yes, they have a PlayStation and they probably will end up playing it, but they're already going into it with a negative thought because of the fact that it's not on where they want to play it.
Izzy Smalls, what game on Xbox look better than God of War, Uncharted, and Horizon? I'm not. That discussion there. That's a hard question because there's not very many games that look better than those.
Anyway, there hasn't been anything recent.
But those games are not multi-plat. If those games were on Xbox One X, they would run better and look better on Xbox One X because the Xbox One X hardware is better than PlayStation. It's not an opinion. That is a fact. Those games are only on one platform, so we don't have other platforms to compare the way those games look. Now, if we're being honest, Gears of War 4 and 5 look amazing. Forza looks amazing. Rise looked really good. There are games on Xbox that look really good. The Tomb Raider looked really, really good.
I'll be honest with you, Tomb Raider on Xbox One X, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider,
the snow part,
looks ridiculous.
Shadow
of the Tomb Raider, the newest one.
Yeah,
looks like it could be if you want to talk about it like being pathetic, it would look like it's up there next to God of War's graphics. Like it's just that we don't have that's an exclusive game. So like I don't like the argument of that either.
It's not fair, dude. Like it's not on Xbox. How would you know? Thank you, Quentin. Thank you, bro. Quantum Break looked really good too. The Order looked good. High def console wars are corny. If you participate, you corny. Facts. High def running. Facts. Like we adults here. We still doing this shit. Like, I hope if I catch one of y'all arguing like that on Twitter, man, I'm gonna have to send you a DM or something, bro. Because we got to graduate from the petty arguments.
You'll
talk
never
about
catch me doing that.
Yo, the only time I don't mind these arguments is when it comes down to content taken out.
Because that is the type of shit I would argue about because I'm petty, but I don't do that bullshit. Bro. Like, it's not. It doesn't entertain me enough to entertain comments like that. I don't give a fuck about. As long as that hoe don't look like PS2 graphics, I'm good, bro. Like that's one of the reasons why it's hard for me to go back and play. Like I couldn't do what Chase does. I couldn't go back and play them old ass games, bro. That shit hurts my eye.
That's that people try to say like, you know, that I care about graphics. I mean, graphics when they look good, it just makes the game that much better. But you're talking to a dude that
you could tell Chase don't care about graphics. That man sat there and played Tetris or Pong for like.
That was bullshit. You set me up. Like I'm playing games from like 2002. I mean, it's not. And I think a good bit of like the viewers, they care about graphics, you know, and when they're good, it makes it better. But they even like watching old games with old graphics. So like, I just don't understand where this small group of people.
It comes down to gameplay. Like that's really all.
That's all it is.
No, what I was trying to say is the only time I find like it's warranted of like making these weird complaints, not even weird, is when a chunk of content is taken out the game. Like if Spider-Man took out a mission or two and then decided to add that shit in DLC. Oh, I'm bitching. But that downgrade shit that I saw, yeah, there is definitely a downgrade. But that shit don't mean like they didn't add anything. What they tried, I guess, compensate for was better lighting and then more detail for the suit. But I mean, the puddle situation, that shit blew my mind. I said, damn, bro. People are really gonna probably shit review it because of that. Like, is the story good? Is the story ass? Like, should I buy the game because the story trash? I wouldn't even know.
Two coins that make 30 cents, one is a nickel.
2 coins that make 30 cents, and one is a nickel. I love those little.
Oh, I played Shenmue 1 and 2, by the way, the HDs, right?
I told you not to. I told you.
You know how I got them though. You know.
Yeah, but I warned you,
bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, yo, they did not age well. They did not age well.
Comment. 2 coins to make 30 cents, and one is a nickel. It's a quarter and a nickel. A quarter isn't a nickel. Yeah, those riddles is funny.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You didn't realize that? Yeah, that's how they set you up. It's one isn't. It says specifically one isn't a nickel. Well, a quarter's not a nickel. So there you go. It's still the same shit.
Let's go ahead and move on. But just saying, yo, let's have some more critical discussions about games and all that. You know what I mean? Because then when you start talking about real shit, the dudes will tell you being petty. Like, yo, or they start defending it. Like, yo, it's okay to have this. And the other thing, hey, if you want on Xbox, people talking about Spider-Man graphics, bro, y'all playing PUBG, dog. PUBG don't look good, yo. Like, my man was looking at the PUBG gameplay. He's like, yo, what is this?
Yo, it don't look good or run good.
PUBG does not look good, dog. And I don't want to hear that shit because now we about to have 2 examples of games that are going to look good and have Battle Royale. So that argument is going to be super dead as always 100 players. So now we're about to have, Battlefield 5 with their huge
hold up. Didn't IGN, they reviewed Gears of War and gave it a low score because too much cutscenes? I forgot what it was.
Man,
what was it?
Gears is excellent.
No, but what did they? I forgot there was a complaint. You don't remember? Fuck, I gotta look that up.
You know what it is? We only bring up IGN when we're going to laugh at something they did. We don't really bring up anything else that they do.
I don't think nobody has trusted IGN for years.
No, you know what? I've gone to IGN's channel and went to some of the reviews, and one of the top comments will say, "Wait for Angry Joe." That's a goddamn shame.
Yo, I remember there was a period of time in life when like IGN was like in my bookmark. Like I was on there like almost every day looking up shit, seeing some shit. The one thing IGN does good, I guess, still is like movie trailers. And like they be doing like hidden things in movies that you might not have seen. But it's like as far as gaming goes, I'd be like, I'd rather just go to GameIlluminati.com or like fucking Game Informer or something like that.
I go to GameIlluminati.com. I'll go Weapon Wheel. I'll go Angry Joe. I'll go Review Tech USA, Jim Sterling, Gamer 2323. That's just to name a few. Hard 8. That's only to name a few. A lot of dudes. I'm just not into people. The way they do stuff.
They did review.
I'm perfectly like the thing is I'm perfectly fine with people like. I love like debating in general. So like I'm good with having a intelligent conversation about games or whatever, but like if you bring up some shit like this game ain't got puddles, then I'm not speaking to you for a while.
Yo, people still bringing up Xbox DRM, like people still doing that too. Like that shit dead, man.
I didn't know that shit still existed.
5 years ago, bro. Like
that shit. I had an Xbox for however long. That shit happens to me more on PlayStation than it does anywhere. There's plenty of times where I'm on my PlayStation and all my games are fucking locked.
They'll put a lock on your console.
I'll see that goddamn lock and I'll be like, what the fuck? And then 2 seconds later, it'd be on there.
Yeah, dudes was like, yeah, y'all tried to, Xbox tried to stop used games. It's like they tried it. It didn't, but that shit old, man. Like, people don't know how to let stuff go, man. And they don't know how to let stuff go and they don't know how to accept new shit. So you just sitting there. Stop. Anyway, moving on. 2K19. I've not played 2K19, so I can't speak on 2K19.
Paul is wild. He said IGN is a Tekashi 69 in gaming.
I like Tekashi though.
I can't speak on that.
Oh, it's a clown show. I can rock with that though.
Yeah,
I can rock with that. I like Tekashi music though. I mean, dude, he's funny though. His little Instagram shit funny, but it's definitely a clown show for sure though. Anyway, 2K19 Prelude came out. I'm totally skipping the Prelude. I'm waiting until Tuesday. What do y'all think about 2K? I've been disappointed with 2K17, and I thought it couldn't get any worse, and then 2K18 came out. I do not like the last two 2K games. By 2K standards, it's not as good as I expect. I like 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, and 11. There you go. What do y'all think?
2K, the Prelude wasn't bad. I thought it was cool for what it was. Do I care about my career? No. I just worry about VC, like what's gonna like, because I like the archetype system. I like creating my player. I like playing my park, my people. Until you start realizing like you're limited to a lot of shit if you don't spend that VC. And now like how you earn VC is so trash. We don't know what to expect on this one. So I'm just holding my opinions. I'm reserving my opinion until either tomorrow I get the early copy or whenever I get a copy. That's pretty much it for me.
What?
I don't know if I'm gonna get it again. A, because I only got bread like that to buy it, but B, because I'm like 2K is like Call of Duty to me at this point. It's like I got out of it and I was happier once it wasn't in my life anymore.
Get off that narcotic.
Yeah, bro. Like I will say from what I've seen, because I played the Prelude or whatever, I will say that I feel like this 2K will be definitely a lot more about skill versus just what build you have. And that's a great step in 2K's direction, because the game hasn't been about skill and God knows how long. It's just been about speed boosting and dribbling 24/7.
And not
really
losing
didn't
stamina.
have anything to do about didn't really have anything to do about like teamwork or anything like that. So I will say that this one, I noticed when I was dribbling too much, and my dude wasn't a dribbler anyway, but he would lose the ball. There was some decent animations, like dude like bumped me a little bit and like the ball came, like I don't know, it just, some of that stuff I definitely appreciated. And some of it could have been in last year's, but I didn't play it, so I don't really know anything about last year's 2K. But I hope, bro.
It's pretty bad.
I hope that it does come down to like actual skill work. Like it seems like you have to know what you're good at. You can't just get on this game, from what I've seen, and just dominate like you could in the years past just because of your character type. Like you have to be able to know how to play the game. You have to be able to know your ends. You have to be able to know what your character can and can't do. And that's all 100% benefit. That's all I've ever wanted from 2K, because the problem with like a lot of these demigods and cheesers is that they've made the game so non-competitive, because all you have to do is know how to do certain things. You can easily manipulate the game, whereas this one seems a little bit more controllable, if that's the right word. It just seems like you have to know your ins and outs and your fluidity of the game itself versus just buying tons of VC. And I will say that I don't like anybody, and I love all my niggas, but some of my niggas are definitely included in this comment that I'm about to make. But anybody that makes videos and tells you the best build is a liar. I don't believe in best build videos or god tier videos or anything like that. All that shit should have been died out. But I understand it gets hella views, so people want to see it. But like, just because somebody is great at making a build at that position for them doesn't mean that you'll be able to do that same shit as that same archetype or as that same character. Everybody plays the game different. You have to know your role. Some niggas ain't shooters, bro. Some niggas can't shoot the ball. Some people just only good at defense. Some people are really good at being both. Some people like Chase. Chase ain't good at defense, and I'm calling you out. Chase is great at shooting and passing. Well, he alright at shooting, but he's great at passing.
I'm not good at anything in that game.
Yeah, nah. 2K, when we played 2K17, you was nice as fuck at passing. You was good at getting the open man. I give you that. Defense, maybe not so much, but
defense you didn't really have to shit on there with all that fucking
dribbling. Because you had to be a dribble guy in order to know how to get past it in the other ones. So like I feel like this one isn't gonna come down to dribble guys because there's like a stamina boost, and like if you dribble too much, you will get.
I love that. And
that's exactly how it should be. I don't want a teammate that's going to be on my team that's 24/7 going to be LeBron James. If y'all like, LeBron's my favorite player, but LeBron will hold that motherfucking ball down for 22 seconds and either pass real quick or shoot that motherfucker. I don't want nobody doing that. Like I want teamwork. That's the reason why we were super heavy into Pro-Am and stuff like that. Like I didn't really play Park that much.
It was fun. Pro-Am was more fun. It felt more realistic.
Trey, I ain't talking about you. I didn't know if you were still doing that. But like I feel like can't nobody tell you nobody can tell you how you play the game because you have to know. We've been playing 2K since 2K on Dreamcast, essentially, and everybody has their own unique style and gameplay. So, like I said, what worked for you might not work for me, and vice versa. So, me telling you that this is the perfect tier build isn't accurate because it's just perfect for me.
They putting glitch videos out already, and that's the thing.
I believe.
You know who came back, right?
Yeah, we going. I'm gonna say it. And this is never y'all are never not going to hear us say this. The reason why a lot of these games are the way they are is because of some of the stuff that people put out that ruin the game, and then the devs have to go and make changes that are for the betterment of the online play, but it's not necessarily the best for the standard just head-to-head game. I mean, like, you know, the whole shot meter shit came about because of the left cheese. They had to take certain dribble moves out because people were abusing them and misusing them in a way that they didn't want people using them, you know. And I think that's possibly why, you know, the last 2K games weren't where they should have been, is because they got to sit here and fix the shit that we're putting up, and then it makes the game worse for everybody else.
My only, based off like what I said, my only gripe is really when people say this is the best. It's not necessary. Like, I have no issues with anybody making videos talking about this is a good build if you play this position, this, that, and the third. When a lot of people only play one position, point guard or shooting guard, most people don't really play big. So, like, if a nigga only plays point guard, don't tell me how to play big because you never play big, and I've never seen you play big. So, like, that's my issue. I have no problems with. I have no issues with anybody giving me like a heads up or saying, yo, this is a really good build. This might be a good build this year or something like that. It's just literally when people say this is the God build or this is the greatest build in the game. Like, you don't know how people going to react in Pro-Am. We ain't played the game yet. I mean, I'm sure people got the game early, but I'm not pretty sure they're not playing Pro-Am right now.
Hey, so I ain't gonna lie. Some of them videos be right, bro. And it's not that it's the best. What it does is it helps people that aren't as skilled have an easier time playing. To be honest.
Yeah, but like people that aren't generally skilled in 2K, they're not going to be able to do these dribble moves 24/7 and try to, you know what I'm saying? Especially, let alone this year. Like, that shit was cute for the years before, but like, you know, you keep the Steph Curry ISO and James Harden. Like I know some of those builds because I've used some of those, but I would never get out here. You'll never hear me say this is the greatest build. I've never made a video like that, even when I was uploading 2K. I'm just showing you my perspective. I'm more like a Kenneth Fareed nigga anyway that can shoot. So like I like to do it all. I don't consider myself the best at any scoring, shooting, dribbling, none of that. I just like in the middle. I'm decent at everything.
I don't really like because I'm part of that fuckery.
Like, yeah, we know where you from.
I'm part of the fuckery.
We know where you from, Left Rider.
I know, yo, I don't left right no more. I can't.
I know you don't. Yeah, I've watched.
I can't even see.
Yeah, you've gotten out of that cheese.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like the best builds because they remind me of Call of Duty best class setup videos.
Yeah. But the best class setups really do be like some of the best class setups based off of like actual data.
The same way.
It's actual data on there that support that though. You know what I mean?
But that data, I don't agree with that data though because like
shit, remember the FMGs? Okay. The FMGs from Modern Warfare 3, the dual FMGs.
Well, that was different.
See,
that was like a glitch in the game. That was different. That danger close, that was cheap. But what I'm saying is like, just because I watch Marco J tell me this is the best weapon and this is the best person, don't mean I'm gonna be able to do what Marco J do. I'm not Marco J. So like telling me, you can give me an example. Yo, this might be the best game in the game. All right, cool. That's what's up. So I'm gonna use it. And if I'm getting washed, I'm gonna look at you like, nah, dude, what you talking about? I'm getting my ass destroyed with this guy. Like you like that's just that's where the skill comes in more than the suggestion.
The bigger problem too is the fact of when we do have like a best build in our opinion video or best class setup. Yo, when they start seeing the data on how many people are using these shits or if it's kind of cheesy, 2K will go ahead and patch it.
Patchwork.
Call of Duty will go ahead and patch it. And I'm just like, yo,
patch Deadeye so much, like like Deadeye, all that shit. Like they don't.
Man, some dude had Deadeye and Fade Ace and Limitless.
And not only that, like if we being 100% honest with it, like we really, I know why people do it because they do it for views, and views equal more money.
They might. Some people think they are generally helping them.
I'm not mad at people getting their money, but what I'm saying is sometimes if I come up with something, and I just think it's the shit, I'm not telling everybody. I'm gonna tell a few of my niggas like, yo, this is fuck. This right here, yo, you could do this, that, and the third. We're gonna keep it in house. I don't want to make a video for 400,000 people to see it, and everybody I run into is the same fucking build as me. Wow. When there's plenty of choices.
But that's online gaming for you. You know what I mean? On Madden, everybody got their money plays. On Call of Duty, they already got the guns that do the most damage and the fastest rate of fire. 2K got the best, whatever build videos for shooting. Then you got Madden. You got that's what online is. Everybody want to try to find who's already done the research. Matter of fact, because Agent, shout out to Agent, he has done videos, and them shits was on the money, dog. Like, best shot base and all that, and that shit was actually supported by data.
He's very descriptive and shit.
But most people ain't doing what he do. Like, most people ain't doing what Drifter does whenever he does his in-depth videos. A lot of dudes are just saying that shit. And to your point, Prophecy, a lot of the times, the best whatever, that shit never works for me. For example, MLB The Show, most of the players you watch will tell you to use a strike zone camera. I can't use that shit for the life of me. If I put that on, I suck complete ass. I end up playing with a non-conventional camera because it works better for me. Call of Duty, everybody was saying to use the ACR or the UMP. I prefer the MP5K. I always end up going with something that's a little bit different. Usually,
that's why I said I don't have a problem with people giving suggestions and saying that this is good. It's just, to me, when people say this is the best, this is the greatest, it's gonna work for them. I remember back in 2K15, 16, 13, the jump shots, 22, 24, 86, and I forget whatever. Those were the best jump shots. I agree with that because those are the jump shots you see 24/7, and those are the jump shots that everyone always seemed to hit. But that don't mean that you can't be the odd number out and you can't hit for shit with that. It comes down to a lot of timing. Like I said, it's all about skill when it's all said and done. You can have a defensive build and still do offense. It's possible. You can make a defender only and still be able to dunk on people, because I've seen it and or done it before. Doesn't mean that it's the best build. It just means that you're good at the game. That's really what it comes down
to. Shout out to Rook. Rook said, tell people how. Let me see if I can pull up that comment again. He said, before you move on from 2K topic, you got to talk about how the story EA is telling their Belgium fans to tell the government that they want loot boxes. I just pulled up an article, and Blizzard has removed loot boxes for Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm in Belgium. I guess that's kind of something that's happening over there in Belgium. And EA is basically trying to get the people in Belgium to say, no, we like loot boxes. I don't know who would say they like loot, but who likes loot boxes?
Here's the idea. Here's the thing. Loot boxes weren't necessarily bad.
What you mean
loot boxes weren't necessarily bad when they never took anything other than just you grinding and then using the in-game shit to unlock a loot box for, I guess, some fun purposes right there. When it ended up taking away official in-game content that was traditionally in-game, when it also involves your money, that's the problem. And then Activision refuses to tell you the odds. Therefore, they had to remove it from Overwatch over there, because Belgium is like, no, you're going to have to tell us what are the odds. That's why Madden now shows you the odds of what you're going to get, making you more comfortable whether or not you want to spend that bread.
That's something that's going on in places in general.
Yeah, they're trying to crack down on that.
I play mobile games. Y'all know I play a lot of the anime mobile games. That's pretty much what I play. They just started within the past year, Google and iPhone or Apple. They force these companies now to tell what the odds are and the percentages of you getting a specific card or whatever in the game.
Good.
And they didn't always used to do that, but I think they got sued, or somebody got sued for that, and now they have to, because it's how it should be anyway. If you spend enough money in something, and there's plenty of people that open up loot crates and loot boxes and stuff like that. That's just seeing the odds is not gonna make them not want to buy it. If they're already buying the shit ridiculously without knowing the odds, they're just gonna buy it more when they know that there's a 2.5% chance to get this legendary weapon. They're still gonna do it. It's just
it's just a way to play safe, and I guess
yes, I'd rather know my chances before.
Like I'm using
you gotta
live
have
as
all
an
your card
example.
facts. You gotta research everything before you buy something, or
So
yeah, like I was using live as an example. I don't have to spend real money to buy as many loot as much loot as possible.
Live is the best when it comes to loot.
Star Wars did terrible for that.
From Live 18 made me really respect. I ain't gonna say EA because fuck EA, but Live in general because EA be on some shit. But like Live specifically, like you just gotta grind for your shit. Like you're gonna get these shoes. All you gotta do is just keep playing it over and over. Like to me they do it the best.
Let me read this.
How are you getting cut off?
Kaneki Ken, is that how you say it? What's wrong with loot boxes? The thing is, there's nothing wrong with loot boxes at the core. This is the issue. When loot boxes put things behind paywalls. I'll give you an example of what can be wrong with loot boxes. This is a good example right here. There are games where you want to wear a certain skin, but the skin has 4 pieces. You have to have every piece in order to wear it. It won't just let you wear the helmet. If you don't have all 4 pieces, you can't wear any of it. There are games where to get all 4 of those pieces, you can't buy them individually. Each one of those has to be randomly pulled from a loot box. So not only are you controlling the content, you're making it so that I have to have it in full to actually wear a costume. That is part of the problem with loot boxes. Another issue with loot boxes is Prophecy plays mobile games. I've played mobile games, and people always say, well, you don't have to buy it. That's one of the arguments that a lot of the times it's not necessarily, it's technically true. But like Plants vs. Zombies, what they'll do is for one round, they'll let you play with a plant that you can't unlock, that you have to buy. And then you'll look.
They give you a test.
Yeah, and then when you see how much it takes to unlock it, you would have to dedicate so much time.
Hours every day. Like,
right. Some of the stuff I don't even think is achievable without paying money for boxes or without buying it directly because of the way they do it. I mean, like, and you've been to here loot boxes. Look at Dave and Buster's. Probably you just went to Dave and Buster's. Go to the gift shop. They got PS4 games sitting back there. That shit is like 200,000 tickets. You can get it, but you won't.
Dave and Buster's. So like I went for Dave and Buster's for my birthday. My first time, and I went there. We played some games and stuff like that. I ended it at, and I didn't even play like tons of games. I mainly play like basketball and stuff like that. I ended with like 750 tickets. I go back there like, you know what? This is big boy talk. You know what I'm saying? If I take 750 tickets to Chuck E. Cheese, I'm getting everything. Going back to Dave Buster's, bro. All I could get was some candy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, they had PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, and Switch for $200K. I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell anyone's ever gonna get that.
That's what it's the same. It's basically the same concept. Like you play the games, they award you a certain amount of points or tickets in Dave and Buster's case. You go back to the gift shop to see what's available. And the stuff that you really want costs so much money that you would never be able to organically unlock that item or purchase that item, whatever it is. So what ends up happening is people end up just buying it. And that's how they get you. It's the same. If you look at it that way, it's the same shit. Technically, you don't have to buy it. But are you ever going to unlock that? Are you ever going to get that Xbox One from Dave & Buster's for 500,000 tickets? No.
I'm going to be honest with you. You probably can. And the one thing I didn't know about Dave, but your card never expires.
Yeah.
So you can really technically save that forever. But you would have to go there like 3 times a week type shit in order to even accompany that. Like
minimum.
At that point, 3 times a week for 1 month, I'll just buy an Xbox.
That's what I'm saying.
You can just get a quick part-time job for that.
You might as well just buy it, and that's everybody's attitude with the games. Like, oh shit, like I want to buy. Let's say you need like 4,000 more VC. It's like, damn, I could just buy $5 worth of VC real quick.
Bro, like you don't understand how hurt I was. Like you don't understand. Like I was happy as hell being there, I'm like, yo, in my mind, I thought I was the shit. Like, I came here first time, like, yo, 750 tickets. I know I'm about to get some shit. Boy, that shit said a pack of nerds, a Snicker,
And that's the
and some
fun size
Laffy
one.
Taffy, my G.
The fun size, it ain't even the regular size.
Yo, some Laffy Taffy. I'm like, yo, y'all wilding, because I'd have got a camera at Chuck E. Cheese back in the day, dude. I'd have got an Easy Bake Oven back in the day.
Easy Bake Oven, boy, you showing your age, man.
Yo, the Easy Bake Ovens, though.
Hey, them little brownies in there was.
Yo, facts.
Them Easy Bake Oven cakes and brownies, bro.
Yo, facts.
Shout out to Comic Critic. Thank you for donations, bro. How much you pay? Ask Ricky how much you paid for the watch. Use fingers for price.
This cheap ass watch, 3 times 20.
There you go, Lady Infamous. Thank you,
$80.
thank you, Mel. Jerry, COS on Xbox One or Spider-Man on PS4.
What's going on?
I'm gonna get Spider-Man. I go for exclusives. I don't care. I bought consoles for one exclusive. I take exclusive very seriously because I like to support future projects. Because if nobody buys them, you will not get any more. Xbox especially, if y'all don't buy those exclusives, they will not put them out. So, anyway, 2K, I have high expectations, and we're gonna see in a couple days. It comes out Tuesday, right?
Yeah, they got dodgeball. You fucking with it? They got dodgeball in the park.
Wait,
They got dodgeball. They got
It's like 40 on 40, I think, or 50 on 50.
Yeah, that's fun.
Wait, you serious?
Yeah.
They got a lot of
Yo,
fun
that's
stuff.
mad fucking random.
Yeah.
Yo, they got scooters and shit on there too. So if I see you running a scooter and you part of the dodgeball, my guy, you might fall.
That's so random.
Hey, thanks, Sugar. I ain't
Yo,
gonna call you
for
the
real.
whole name though. It's kind of crazy, bro.
Wait, what's his name? Sugar Dad. What up, Sugar Dad? Sugar Daddy? Daddy D?
Moving on. I don't know how interested a lot of people are about this game. So
Which one?
Cyberpunk 2077.
I haven't seen anything yet on it.
Here's some official gameplay. You know what? I may even go full screen on this in a second. If anybody doesn't know, if you missed our previous shows, The Witcher 3, the developers of that are the same developers of this game. And if you don't know about The Witcher 3, that has surpassed The Last of Us as the most awarded game of all time. Very decorated game. The Witcher 3 is a very, very, very good game. But that's one of those games that it's more fun to play on your own time than it is to watch somebody else play. And there's a gang of games like that. A lot of the times, top games are better just to play. Watching them, it doesn't look like much. Like Fallout, for me, I would rather play that than watch people. I don't really feel like that's one of those games. Even Mass Effect is another one. They're great games, but they're not super duper entertaining for me, at least, to watch.
That reminds me, I was told that the dude that plays Superman is going to be Gerald in the
Netflix
was that him?
series. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that was him. I seen that they got somebody.
He did a good job because Superman sucked. We've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm blocking you, yo.
Yo, man, block me.
Anyhow, Cyberpunk comes out next year. I don't think there's a solid date for it yet, so it could be even later than that. But they did a bold move, and this is a move that we don't see enough, and they released a 40-minute gameplay. So if you're unsure about the game or you just want to see something, there's a 40-minute Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay. And let me go full screen.
That's coming from them, the third-person open world CD Projekt Red devs.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That might be another gem, simply only because of the fact what other game did it? God of War. They went from like the old traditional style to like this whole new transition to new God of War, and it ended up being really good. So, yeah. And wasn't that originally an indie dev?
What?
The indie company, CD Projekt Red, with The Witcher 3? The Witcher 3 game originally, the first one.
The first Witcher?
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you because that was my first game from them. This is The Witcher 3.
Because I think that was why, like, when they got so much money from that game, like the budgeting, how they ended up increasing their budget for The Witcher. Yeah. And they started off as an indie company.
Hold on, is that titties up here? Hold up, bro.
Hold up, they got tits? Where?
I just seen the titties on the table. Titties on the table, brief nudity.
They cut somebody's titties off?
It looked like the titties was like robotic, like it was half bionic, half real, yo. She had like, yeah.
Would you put them on? Oh.
Wow. Wow. I don't even know.
I'm just watching this game. Oh,
I think this is going to be one of those where it's, it's more fun to play.
I don't know anything about this game.
Me either. I need to read more about the story and stuff.
I'm not gonna. One thing I'll never do is fake excitement for something that I don't give a fuck about. From what I'm seeing, it definitely is along that lines. It looks like I will have way more fun playing it than watching it, and I'll have more fun like not playing anything else but this for a while. This seems like one of those games. Like that's how I was with Witcher. I was like that with Witcher. Like I couldn't play anything else for a while because I wanted to like really get and understand the game itself. This is looking like one of those games. It looks really beautiful.
It looked like Stronghold.
Yeah, it looks really beautiful.
Yeah, man, I want to see those titties again.
It has almost some Fallout like qualities too.
Don't do that, Prof. Let's not mess up.
Well, it does though. I mean, it looks graphically better. This also, I mean, this is something different than we seen from them, which is always nice. Like, with Horizon, we wasn't expecting the people that made Killzone.
That's another good example. Yeah,
you know what I mean, to come out with this. So it's like, a lot of times people don't. They feel like, they should stick to what they do. It's like, nah, you should probably let people get out.
Learn how to grow.
Right. So, this is a good example. I think the game's gonna be good. I've never played a bad game from them. Granted, I've only played The Witcher, and all the other Witcher games have gotten great reviews as well. So,
is he slowing down time or?
It looks like it.
Oh, butt cheeks? Oh, that's a dude's ass. Never mind.
No, but the oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, titties. Hold on. Wait, put it back.
Hashtag, they said hashtag titties on the table.
I mean, she looked like Amber Rose though, so I mean the hairstyle ain't fucking with the tail.
Okay. Anyway, if you all are interested, there is going to be some more gameplay. I don't really have much information. We can't really help y'all. I'm just saying.
I have a question.
Yeah.
PUBG just officially released yesterday on the Xbox One. Like full through and through. That game better be good. Then I might jump back on it. I just seen it now.
I thought.
No, remember it was early access.
She definitely got some titties.
But she got some tatas.
Yeah, she did, man. Y'all looking at dead titties and y'all relishing in it?
Because them dead titties still look fresh. Forza Horizon 4 October 2nd, we in there, yo.
Yeah, she got nice little areolas too. Hey,
all right now, bruh. The last thing we have is a little bit.
Yo, I keep going back to.
I paused it on it. I'm watching the show right now as we speak.
They can't see it. Here we go. The last thing we have is the Red Dead Redemption 2 6-minute gameplay.
There's a 6-minute gameplay too?
Yeah.
Where have I been? Put it.
Don't. I missed all this stuff too, because people was asking me.
I didn't play what?
Red Dead 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I only heard good things about this. There might be a little bit of volume on here as well.
See what we talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full screen in a second. They go probably hit us with the copyright content ID. They'll remove it. Our last show, that thing was down for like 4 days because they hit us with. They blocked that thing worldwide, but they unblocked it.
Can you help me out? Explain to me why does Just Cause 4 is dropping?
Just Cause 4? Because I want to play that shit.
Game drop? Why is Just Cause 4 coming out? Wait, what? You want to play that?
When is it coming?
December 4th. What?
That's a good time for it though, because all the other games are gonna be out already. I like Just
Super
Cause.
Smash, bro.
Look, I'm not saying it's the greatest game, but it's fun. It could be better. It could be way better.
Darksiders 3.
That's a game I've never touched either. I thought about buying it.
I'm looking at
$2.
Well, $2 is probably about what you should pay for it.
It was like $2 for 3 or some shit.
Overkill's The Walking Dead. Jesus, if this game is trash,
it's gonna be trash. If it's not, I'll change
all
my
opinions
opinion.
are subject to change.
Yeah, people forget that, bro. Like they be like.
I love seeing. Oh, you said this, that, and the third. I'm like, I grew, nigga. I played the game. Like you can enjoy something later. Like I don't know how many times I've listened to an album and was like, this ain't it, and then listened to it 3 more times. I'm like, you know what? No, this is it.
Yeah,
that happens to me a lot. But what is the trailer or the gameplay?
This is gameplay. It's gameplay. There's both on here. Yeah, like I forget who does it, but there's a site they do reviews, but they change the reviews. They update them. They re-review them. They what I mean?
As they should.
Right. It's an ongoing review. If certain things get patched, let's say you complained about something and it gets patched, You know, you need to adjust your reviews for that if you have a site and stuff. Well, you don't need to, but it
happens all the time. Like, you don't need to, but it's definitely more. It makes you more credible. Like, if you play something once and then be like, all right, this shit was trash, or I had issues with this, that, and the third, and then you don't go back and play it again. It's like, bro, how could I really? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's why like I try to do my best to like finish any games that I start. And it's not always you finish them right away. There's games that I've played and then I revisit 6 months later.
Yo, I know you guys must be hyped right now. I'm looking at it right now. Persona 3, 4, and 5 is coming out for the PS4 December 4th.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Look, that game is long.
To be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be better than Persona 5.
It's not going to be better than Persona 5.
It might be. Because I've heard 3 was like amazing.
I heard 3 was amazing too.
Yeah, I heard the whole franchise was amazing.
I heard people say like 3 was the best though.
It's probably not going to be my best because I started with 5. You know how that shit is. Like, it's the first one, so. But.
Yo, Hitman 2 coming out.
I mean, I'm looking at this Red Dead 2. Like, I know it's going to be a 10 out of 10. I know there's a good chance it'll be a 10 out of 10. But there's nothing about this that's making me more excited than I am.
Yeah, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I took my glasses off watching this shit. Like, I just want to play it. Red Dead is not a game that I need to see pre-footage of.
That's what I'm saying.
It's one of those games. Red Dead is another one of those games that you play. I'm gonna have way more fun playing it than I am watching somebody else play.
Oh hell, this just confirmed that the game is right around the corner for me. I don't care what they show. They could show little titties. I'm still buying it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know for Red Dead is a game that I know for a fact whether it had battle royale with it or not.
So they can show little titties.
Little titties, big titties. Goya bean titties.
Why is GameStop giving Red Dead 2 negative reviews?
Because they're about to close down.
But to be honest, who went to them for reviews? Like I know a lot of people still go to IGN. They still go to like Polygon and all that. I like Polygon.
Oh, wait, you said GameStop or GameSpot?
But who's going to GameStop? You said GameSpot or did you mean GameSpot or GameStop? I didn't know GameSpot.
I was about to say GameSpot. Does review?
I didn't know GameStop.
No, GameSpot.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Stop.
But like GameStop has like our reviews and shit, like our consumer reviews. I don't got time for that shit.
There wasn't nobody listening. Nothing from GameStop.
A review won't stop me from getting a game unless it's like 1 out of 10.
Yo, you could tell me that GameStop and IGN have the same shit.
Homefront was trash. Yo, make Tev
like
mod. He's fat. No, sir, you did not. Yo, make him mod. He's fat.
The first Homefront. Not
I thought you meant Revolution.
Not Revolution.
Revolution was the worst.
I didn't believe Revolution anyway because Revolution didn't have multiplayer and it was only co-op story. I didn't believe it when they released it.
Remember me and you was playing that shit?
Yo, you know what's wild though? Like I ain't gonna hold you. Homefront, the first one was fire.
It was. In fact,
that had some shit in it.
And Call of Duty stole it, of course.
No.
Score streaks.
It had some bad shit in that game, bro. Like I remember, you could literally snipe people across the map with a shotgun. And I don't mean like in an over exaggeration way that black people like us tend to do. I mean like literally, I've sniped people with a shotgun from across the map because
that game's ass.
That far. Yeah, Homefront was wild with some of the shit, but they was also innovative with a lot of the shit. Homefront had better servers than Call of Duty at that time.
Facts. And you know what was messed up?
The score streaks was decent. It wasn't OP as fuck.
That's when you couldn't get gamers to play anything but Call of Duty. Like you couldn't get a lot of like anything that wasn't Call of Duty, even if it was good, and especially if it was a shooter.
And it had dedicated servers.
Servers.
The audacity of them niggas to come out with it. Like y'all niggas knew it got dedicated servers. Like what is you doing?
Lawbreakers come.
When did Homefront come out?
2009 or 10. Maybe 11. Maybe 11.
Modern Warfare or Black Ops?
That was Black Ops 1.
Yeah, like that game had better servers than fucking
Super Mario Party is coming out for the Switch? Oh shit. I forgot.
You said what happened to Resistance? They lost.
I missed that shit, yo.
Yeah. You know what?
The first one will always be my favorite one, man.
I will say
Resistance lost.
Microsoft does a good job supporting their shooters. PlayStation does not.
That's because PlayStation doesn't know what they have until
they don't know what they're doing.
What they have.
Yeah.
That's how it's always been for PlayStation. Unless we tell them it's the shit, they will never know.
Bruh.
Because Resistance came out at a bad time, if we're being honest.
What?
Which one?
I said Resistance, the first one came out at a bad time.
What they? That game
because it came out like around Gears.
No, that's 3. The thing for PlayStation. For PlayStation, it being an exclusive when it first came out, having that 60 on 60 or I think 40 on 40 wasn't bad.
Like as far as like Resistance should have came out.
Oh, that's Insomniac.
That's what I'm saying. It was the third Resistance that fucked that game up.
No, but this got good scores.
Resistance should have came out like in PS4 era.
This got good scores though. I never played it because I was on Call of Duty. I was on that narcotic.
Yeah, I was on Gears when Resistance came out. Like that's cute.
But that's what I'm saying. Resistance was only a PlayStation. That's what I'm saying. For PlayStation, when it came out, it was really good. It was like the third one that Insomniac made an announcement that they're just gonna stop.
Back then, I played Killzone. I played Resistance 1, and I played like Crisis and like Call of Duty on PS.
He brought up Brink, yo.
Brink, yo, go to sleep.
If you've been watching YouTube for like 8 years, you'll remember Brink, the ultimate of all shooters. That may quite possibly be the biggest flop of a shooting game I've ever seen. Like big budget shooting game. A big budget. What was worse? Big budget shooting game.
The only Brink I fuck with is Disney Channel movie Brink.
Facts.
That's it.
Yo, facts.
But that
facts.
They tried to advertise parkour.
Yo, facts. Yo, that Disney movie was fire.
It was fucking fire. This Brink game though,
what's
the
up,
shooter
Lucas?
game. Yo, remember when Angry Joe threw the grenade in his review video? He said, "Look at the blast radius, dog. It looked like dust." Hit off the dude's sneaker.
I used to love Crisis back.
I didn't like that third one because of the bow and arrow. That shit was everybody was using that shit.
I remember Black.
Black was good for the time that it came out.
Black was fire.
Black was fire for the time that it came out.
Lawbreaker, hey, say so.
Remember Lawbreakers? OG right there.
What else? Bulletstorm. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I
didn't play that either.
That shit.
You remember Radical Heights?
I don't even know these games. I remember Radical
Heights.
You don't know
Radical Heights is new.
That's the game. That's from the Lawbreaker dev.
I remember. That was the BR. That was Battle Royale.
No. Radical Heights is actually fire. Yo, if it's the same one I'm thinking.
Yo, early access, they had $100 in-game content, but when you purchased it, you couldn't get the content because they didn't put that out.
Radical Heights. The way they did BR, because I think I was telling y'all about that to download that whole Radical Heist was a unique take on Battle Royale. I actually fucked with it.
And you laughing? The studios
because I can understand why you laugh because when I first seen it, I was like, yo, you bugging.
Yo, you heard about the culling too?
Actually fire.
You heard about the culling too?
Yo, if you want to see all the bullshit that goes on, I do Jim Sterling, yo. He always has videos on that shit. I seen that on his channel.
Oh, so you seen the fact that the Culling 2 had like mad people online the next day they only had 2?
Yeah. He Yo, studios is closing and y'all be laughing at people losing their job.
Battalion added AI in their game.
Battalion
added AI in their game in case they could get full lobbies.
You wanted to have them in here for an interview.
H hours coming out for the PS4.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Some companies do need to lose. I don't feel bad when some companies present some bullshit.
I do.
Like, I don't feel bad at all. Like, bro,
people got kids to feed, man.
Man, they'll be all right. You can't don't present like, and it kills me because I'm not a dev and I don't know the process, and I do know how it feels like when you create something it doesn't latch on the way you want to, being that YouTubers and or Twitchers, but sometimes dudes be hyping up shit like this about to be the next. This the one right here, bro. And then you play it and you be like, yo, you was just saying that for a job because you don't even play this shit, bro. Like,
well, that happens a lot.
You know you was lying.
You could tell when dudes, they don't ever have any content up, but they have a review of a game. Like, you could tell. Like, you don't really. Look. Go ahead and you know, I ain't mad. You trying to eat out here, but
that's what I'm saying. But do what you gotta do. Just don't lie to me.
But don't be thinking people gonna come back though, because they know what time it is. Like, it's just like, okay, I see where he at with it. And Gotham City Imposters was good. Facts. Razor, Game Razor.
You know what's wild about Gotham City Imposters? So many people hated that game when it first came out.
Why?
Like, I remember, like, this is really stretching YouTube age. Me and NASA 1 used to play that shit.
NASA, crazy, the OG.
Bro. Like, we used to be on Gotham City 24/7.
That shit was so fun, dog. I hated the heavies after a while, though. Everybody was using heavies. Like, they had a lot of health. Like that shit was fun. I think we might be at the end, we got some more donations we can read out because I don't want to forget any of y'all. Pele, the great 2K is a joke now. I'm playing MUT this year. A lot of people feel like that. Some people are want to kind of wait and see what 2K does, and then they're gonna get the game at a later date. Which honestly, this day and age with games, it's not a bad idea to wait a couple of days or a couple of weeks before you get a game, just so you know what you're getting yourself into. Quentin said, can he get back on the show? We gotta talk about that. We'll figure it out, bro. Thank you for the donation, bro.
You mean Robert Bowling?
Yeah.
What up, bro? How you doing,
Chase, happy
bro?
to see no more wife beaters leveled up. Hey, bro, it's been a while, yeah.
Yo, what you wearing today, Chase? Hold on, let me see.
I just got just a regular. There's nothing. It's just a regular.
Oh, no, not the Freddy Krueger shit, right? Got you. My bad.
He said Ricky with the do-rag and the waves. And then
Nah.
Sugar Daddy said, what's up with that Rainbow Six?
Yeah, you gonna start calling that nigga by his last name.
Rainbow, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm completely intimidated by that game, my G.
Call my man's SD, cuz. We call that nigga Sugar.
He's gonna call you 23 or something, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They'll call you Shug. There you go.
There you should.
We're gonna rock with Shug, bro. Any last words? It's a very good show today, I think. With just us.
We've been there, done that, and we're getting Spider-Man and Superman. That's crazy. No?
To answer the question, I don't know when I'm coming back to Twitch and or Twitter or whatever. I've been just vibing. But I did see in the news, because I do be up on the news every once in a while, that it was a terrible event. Mad.
Yeah.
People lost their lives, so rest in peace to those people.
Seriously,
two of the players.
Condolences for their families.
Most of some sick ass motherfuckers.
People is wild, bro. People is mental health cases. It's really all. It's wild. Never mind, bro. Because we can go on a whole nother hour about shit like that. Let's just say it's just fucked up.
Make sure y'all like the podcast on the way out. Jari, I got the tutorial, bro. I got you like 6 months. We're gonna do that.
So next week,
we here next week.
Out. We might just want to stream that.
If we stream that, that's going on channel 2. If we stream Blackout.
Yeah, so
this is Blackout. Let's all say it together. Oh shit, never mind. Train's coming.
Make sure y'all sub to xChaseMoney 2, the walkthrough channel.
If you care about walkthroughs, if not, then.
Well, no, don't sub if you care about playing multiplayer with us. Go over there.
Yeah.
The GMG squad needs to be over there because we definitely gonna be lit over there. Also, Chase was getting washed damn near by Dave. Just want to point that out.
Yo, I don't know, bro.
As well as a random new dude that don't play the game. That nigga came in here putting them paws on you, bro. Like
I beat him.
Bro.
I beat him.
But they came back on some shit, B. Another
to be fair,
10 minutes he might have won.
No, well, I don't think he'd have beat me, but
I do, bro.
Nah, I will tell you this.
Lie.
Nah, it was Don Sutton, the pitcher. Normally, the pitcher start getting lit up like that, you take him out the game and put somebody else in. He had figured out how to hit Don Sutton. I would have took him out.
Yeah, that man, that was.
No, he played. He had a few days play. He ain't play like I played though, but that's why I asked for regular teams, because like I'm all about regular teams. Honestly, playing with regular teams on MLB 18 is more fun because you don't have to deal with some of the other stuff, and you can kind of like play more strategic. When you playing Diamond Dynasty, you can't even pitch around people because their whole lineup is home run hitters, so you can't even walk nobody because the next dude that come up is going to hit a home run. But that was what was his name? You remember his name?
I don't even remember.
Damn it, I don't remember his name. I got him on my friend list.
I'm gonna be honest. Chase watched me in MLB. One of them MLB.
We only played one game.
Yeah, he watched me in that, and I was like, "Yeah, you got it."
No, I was slumping with Dave. I really can't hit Chris Sale, yo.
You and Dave game was wild because y'all was just like.
I was hitting the ball though.
Game like the whole time. Yeah, y'all was hitting it to each other.
I told Dave the next time he's available, I gotta get my revenge. Like, you know what I mean? But anyway,
he wasn't really busting his ass. It was like
1-0. That was like the wackest shit, bro. I was like,
it was like the whole stream. It was hits, but they was getting caught. And then Dave just got up, and I was like, there it is. So,
yeah, if you played it.
You can tell when the shit ain't going for you.
It just don't happen for you.
Just knew it was a one possession game that whole time.
Yeah. See, if you played a little bit more, you would know exactly what the frustration is with that. Like, getting good timing is kind of, it's really not. You want to get early good. You want to get early timing, good contact. That's why you get your home runs. If you get good,
hell yeah,
that shit going right to the shortstop.
You do that. You was all in them at first, full on taking how you want to take it, and then all of a sudden, my man was like, I ain't taking this shit now because it was like 6-0.
Man, he did cheese me twice though. Like you don't. I don't know him cheese. Yeah, you don't. He tagged up from like second base and went home. And he just, but it is what it is. But
did that game come out yet?
What's that?
Boruto, Naruto, Shinobi Strikers. I don't know if it came out.
I have no idea.
I played a little bit of the beta when it came out, the pre-alpha, and then I played a little bit of one that was out now. And that game is cool. I would never pay $60 for it. I hope it's not $60. It needs to be $19.99 or $29.99. It doesn't, in my opinion, deserve a $60 price tag. But the game is fun when you got your squad with you, or if you play it by yourself, just to go in there and bust people with it.
Yeah. Shout out to AKA Money. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. The PCI is terrible. Madden 19, did I get it? I got it.
You got it? Wait. You got Madden 19. Install it. I ain't got to hear nothing else. Install it again. Hold on. Wait. Open up the packaging right here on stream.
It's already open.
Where's why the disc is still in the case?
You ain't touched it.
Because I got another game in there.
Pop the disc in because you all talk.
I never talk shit about video games.
You told me you were going to play me in Madden mad times and wear that.
But who was talking shit? You said, yo, I'm going to bust your ass. I said, I'll play you. I don't talk shit on video games. The one time I talk shit, the homie Fuzzy bust my motherfucking head open on MLB. I was so embarrassed. I bought him a PSN card when the game was over. And then when he came in the party chat, I was expecting him to be like, yeah, I whooped your ass. He didn't even say nothing about it. He ain't even had the decency to tell me how much he whooped my ass. He just acted like it never happened. I found that to be disrespectful.
That's mad disrespectful, bro. If you whoop my ass, you gotta tell me.
You gotta tell me
so I can have animosity and so I can build up his rage so I can beat your ass the next time. You can't come in here and be like, so the day was nice today. Like,
he just came in and
was mad disrespectful.
He was like, he started asking me about the Immortals and stuff. He didn't say anything about the game. I'm like, yo, Fuzzy, like,
yeah, it's about the giveaways and shit. That shit crazy.
Like, how could you do this?
I think the last time I played,
I don't know if Bell's playing.
I played against either Ricky or the Mans.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm nice in that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm subpar in Madden, but I know how to play with my.
Yo, install that game, Chase. I want to hear nothing else.
Hey, yo,
got time for this.
I don't even know. We gonna wait.
It ain't like MLB where you hit a home run, but somehow I got you out, and then on your screen it's like you hit a grand slam. You ain't gonna go through that.
I'm gonna install it. Y'all know I have
Madden is really all about defense.
I ain't really like Madden since PS2, bro. For several reasons.
Michael Vick on the cover, cuz 07.
I think I like the one with Vince Young. I like the last Madden I really liked was like Madden 09, dog. I ain't really like it. Madden 13 was decent though.
Yo, Prodigy, of course. Yo, we mad ain't
Thank you, Donovan.
bro. Because like thing is, like I'm humble unless I'm going up against my boys, like my boys, like I ain't humble. I'm talking shit. Like you gonna hear about this. If I'm going up against like random viewers or something, I'm gonna be mad, humble, and chill. But my boys, you gotta talk shit because that's what we do.
That's the rule, man.
You gotta. If you 56 owe me in Madden, yo, you gotta tell me that till I'm 30 years old or 60 years old, unless I do it back to you.
Dog,
that's one of the reasons why I really want to come out with a new fight night, so I can bust y'all ass, bro. Because like fight night will be fine. Me and Chase and Chase had more, but me and Ricky had some good UFC matches. Like I like games like that. Like it's just let's go square up, cuz.
Yeah, that UFC was glitchy too, though.
Yo, me and Chase had I think we played 6 games and
that
just
shit
kept
was
going
super
back
glitchy,
and forth.
dog.
It just kept going back and forth.
Yeah, but we just get knocked out and we like, yo, how though? Like,
yeah, facts.
How? I'm not gonna play Madden today, but I'm gonna play Ricky. I might. You know what? Dave, shout out to regular Dave. He came back to YouTube. And I'm gonna say this, and then we'll probably wrap it up. He did a video which helped remind me about the way I used to play games, and he just talked about, like when I used to play sports games before YouTube, like your franchise was the move. It was super fun. You might even do like a fantasy draft, but franchise was fun on sports games. Got on YouTube and you get away from that because you're doing like My Career or Ultimate Team and stuff like that. So I think I may play Madden casually and just do like a franchise or whatever, something like that.
See, I like Ultimate Team.
Ultimate Team is dope.
I like the Ultimate Team or Draft Champion.
I mean, it's Ultimate Team is really good. Like they kind of like really pushed that mode and made it what it was in the other games, like, you know, whether it's MLB or 2K. Like they really did a good job. So I'm not saying Ultimate Team is bad. I'm just saying like I really like franchises what really took most of my time when it came to Madden back in the PS2. Outside of playing with the homies, but like that shit was fun. Anyway.
We might have to play this stream this Battlefield together as a unit sometime.
Hey, I'm with that. Like,
I just downloaded it, so much.
I'm gonna download it then. I'm gonna download it tonight. But guys,
it's only like 15 gigs.
Make sure y'all hit thumbs up. We're gonna wrap it up. We will be back next week. All right, we took enough time off. The other thing is, when there's not very much news, I don't want to just like try to like throw a podcast together. Like that's when you'll catch us doing our streams and shit. But yeah. Any last words?
Be on the lookout for either Battlefield this week or that for sure.
And
for sure. Because I know for a fact we playing Blackout. Fuck Battlefield. We playing Blackout.
Yeah, man. Big facts on. Pop that disc in.
All right. All right. Until next time, thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for your patience and
hit the like button.
Absence.
Yeah.
And I got some gameplays already recorded for you. I'm gonna put up a scary game tomorrow. I'm not telling y'all what that is. So come back. Route.
I'm gonna tell you what it's not. It's not Slenderman.